Alright. Well, we are live. Give me 1 second. Or the Discord boops. Overwatch. Oh my god. Okay, so it's a Sunday, right? We're live. We're good. I've got so many VOD review submissions. I'm absolutely hyped to get the ball rolling today. We have so much. Dude, oh my god, I'm gonna need a water. I need a water. Okay, let's take a look. Hold on. Let me go get a water. I'm live. I okay, I'm back. I'm here. We're good. Hopefully. So we're gonna do the VOD reviews in order. The last one I did was on my last week's stream. It was the Ultron one. I did that pretty quickly. So now we're gonna do all of today's ones, and I'm gonna record them and I'm gonna release them. I have it planned releases, but it's gonna take some time for everybody to see theirs on YouTube, but it will be on YouTube eventually. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a little bit of work, you know? I can't do videos daily. Yeah, yes, there was one that we couldn't do. But you sent a new one, didn't you? Yeah. You sent a new one, so we can do that one, and then we'll do the fantastic one under that, and another fantastic one. So I have quite a bit. Quite a bit. I have quite a bit to do. But this is gonna be fun. I'm in the game so y'all can hear it. This is gonna be fun. Let's go get started though. No, I checked last night. It doesn't break. It doesn't break. I checked myself. Don't worry. I panicked too. I think last night I was literally talking about with my friend about preparing the we call it for the stream tomorrow. Technically now today. And I checked every single one. I checked all three. So we're good. We're good. I would have lost my mind. Yeah, I got it immediately. I got it immediately. But we'll go ahead and we'll start with yours. Already, most final hits. Uh, Second most healing. Top assists. Not bad, not bad. 5 deaths, is that the least? That is the least, which helps. That's good. All the second updated, me too. I put it on, I slapped it on my second monitor as soon as I could, and then I just kind of left it there. It's crazy though. You need the last one for 4 hours. Normally I just wait for the emotes because I like the emotes more than I do the skins, but this is Ultron. For Ultron, Fantastic, Rocket, and like Penny, I collect all their stuff. Everybody else, it's just if I like it or if it's free. With how much content in terms of skin and like cosmetics they're releasing, it's gonna cost way too much to buy all of them. Or not even all of them, but the ones you like. So you gotta be selective. I mean, I don't know if they'll ever revisit a character that isn't Luna or somebody who is completely forgotten, like Black Widow. I feel like considering the recent drama that came out with Black Widow, they kind of have to take a look at it because that drama went mainstream. Yeah, they did Jeff, they did Thor as well. Thor was surprising, but Jeff was not unexpected. Right? Because the way Jeff was playing was not a healer at all. He would literally play so singular, it was just diving in the backline or just being a menace in the backline. Infinite swimming, infinite right clicks. It was crazy. So, but the new change they did where his water jet like pierces through, I think it's pretty good. I loved that game mode. Hopefully they give the Ultron Strategist game mode drone a use in the main game. I love that game mode. I don't know if they will. I really don't know if they will. I would like them to, but I don't know. Like maybe you could. You know what I wish they did? Oh yeah, dude. It was all tanks. If you didn't run all tanks, if you didn't have like Max Thor, Max Venom, Max Penny, you were going to lose. What was I gonna say? I wish what they did with Ultron was kind of like, and this is Overwatch. If you don't know Overwatch, this is like Torbjorn. Torbjorn was a character who set up turrets, and he would be able to upgrade them. That's what I wish Ultron did. Now, when I made the video, I knew if I added like changes that were outside of his kit were improbable. And it probably still is improbable. It most likely is improbable that we'll see anything new for Ultron for a while. But if I were to make Ultron completely new myself, I would make him somebody who could summon things and then upgrade them. So you put a drone on somebody, and then, you know, a couple mechanics or time or whatever later, you would upgrade it into the drone version. And then that one does things where it shoots people that are near you, or it gives them a debuff every couple of seconds, or if they get near it, they get hurt, damage over time, sort of thing. Or in his ultimate, where he says extermination, it basically works as the Gambit ultimate, where anybody in the radius of the drones can like start flying and like just start fucking attacking and doing crazy shit. Like they could have gone crazy with the changes for Ultron, for like creating the character for Ultron, but they made him, I mean, they made him so basic, so painfully basic. It's like, what's going on? Because in the same season, Emma power crept the game, but considering what power crept meant back then to today is a whole different discussion altogether. I feel like the way they're making heroes lately, season 4, 5, and 6, is ridiculous. Like there's way too many abilities, and they're all broken. It's one thing if you have a lot of abilities. It's another thing if all of them are broken. It's not good. Right? Like season 3, the characters released relatively simple. You know, Phoenix can fly, or she could dash, and she shoots, and her ultimate breaks other ultimates. You know, that's it. You know, Blade, gun, sword, block, shoot, and a dash. That's it. And all of a sudden, Daredevil can run on walls. His hook can attach him to surfaces or pull people. He can see through walls. He can, you know, get damage reduction when he tracks you, when he moves faster. And his block can reflect everything under the sun. You know, all of these different things. And he has like fire mechanic, and he has his ultimate, and all these things. That's one thing. And then overhealth on every ability that he presses. And then fucking what's his name? Gambit comes out with every single tool under the sun for supports. Yeah. He can cleanse, he can damage boost, he can heal boost, he can push, he can anti-heal, he can dash, he can AoE, he can kill. And then that's outside of his ultimate. His ultimate, you know, ult generation, movement speed, damage boost, healing, like AoE damage. Like, what are we doing? Like, they put every single healer in Gambit. Every single potential healer was just put into Gambit. Like, and then now, Deadpool does a little bit of everything, but that's fine. That's his gimmick, and it is even too crazy. Like initially, even myself, I fell under the impression that he was broken because he could get his ultimate quickly, but his ultimate isn't really that strong. It really isn't that strong. It's good. It's decent, but it's not that strong. Yeah, exactly, right? And yeah, and the ultimate has a cleanse too. You reminded me. Yeah, too much damage, way too many ults every 30 seconds. Absolutely, dude. I'm gonna have a video on Tuesday with like an intro skit showing all of that. You'll see. It's too funny. And then now Elsa, who comes out, and her ultimate is like a tractor cannon that just takes everybody and sends them across the map, or cross map, or out of the map, or, you know, like a Grand Prix around the whole map. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on with the game anymore. Like, there's no such thing as balance anymore. And it's like, what are we doing, you know? What are we doing? And it's so funny to me because in the 6.0 like dev vision, they're sitting there and they're saying, yeah, so Hela's broken, Phoenix is broken, Bucky's broken, Hawkeye's broken, and they're really strong and flexible in all of the lineups. and like they're not gonna fucking do anything about it. Like, what are we doing? Now, granted, usually it's the start of a season where we get like all of the changes. That's where the big dollars are. That's where the big dollars are in the beginning of a season. Mid-season, do not set yourself up for disappointment, please. It's like it's a rule now. We've had 6 seasons. We've seen the trend. In a 0.5, the only thing that's broken is the character that comes out or a team up that comes out. That's it. Do you remember? I think it had to have been 4.5. I think it was. That was when the Hella Namor team up came out, right? Let me verify this. When did the Hella Namor team up come out? Hella Namor. For 6. So when was that? Dirge. Title Dirge. 1 second, guys. Let me find out. Yeah, the team with Wedges and Juice 4.5. I was right. So no, it was 4.5 because I remember it came out in the Daredevil season. It came out in the Daredevil season. Oh. Yeah, that's the only thing you should expect that's crazy in 0.5s. It's either team ups that are ridiculous or characters that are ridiculous that come out. Not the ultimate, one of his cards throw cleanse. Yes, his cards, his kit does everything a healer could ever do. So I don't know how they're gonna redesign another healer that isn't melee focused, because that's the only niche that hasn't been covered yet. And you might think, technically, Deadpool. Yes, technically Deadpool is a melee, not dive, but brawl, a melee healing hero. So technically, most like genres or criteria for a healer or niche, I should say, has been filled. So now at this point, they have to go fucking balls to the wall crazy with healers now. Yeah. I imagine if they kept Ultron's release drone with his current kit, 2 drones giving that ridiculous healing, it would be strong, yes. And I think it would be strong enough that Ultron wouldn't need to be in double support. Or triple support. Like, he could be in double support. I think the issue with the game right now is that triple support is... And I'll make a video on this, and it's going to come out on Tuesday. It's going to cover everything. But I'll just say it here really quickly so we can get into the VOD review. The thing is, with triple support right now, it's a band-aid for 2 issues that the game has. One, it's so that heroes that cannot, mitigate the damage are viable. So characters like Adam Warlock, Mantis, Ultron, these kinds of heroes who can't do much in a 2 support comp, it's for them. That's one band-aid. And the second one is that triple support is the only way to, like... I don't know how to explain it, but the damage in this game is way too high. And the ultimate generation is also ridiculous. So if somebody is going... If the enemy team, for example... And especially now, in 6.5, if you have a Star-Lord and a Wolverine, and, let's say you do triple DPS and, like, Magneto and 2 supports. That's the enemy team, right? Your team is going to have to either have just as much tanks, so, more tanks, so triple tank, or triple support, to be able to mitigate the damage or the, aggressiveness that the other team will have. Yeah, no, I've done Ultron in like 2 and 1, but those kinds of comps rely on the team being aggressive. Because the moment you start playing passive is when you're sitting there and you're just taking a lot of damage. If you're doing that, then you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's just the way it is. Okay? Because that's where burst damage thrives. When you're going up against Moon Knight, Punisher, Hela, Phoenix, Bucky, Squirrel Girl, and they're just sitting there and they're throwing damage at you and you're not moving towards them and pressuring them, then you're gonna need to heal a lot. If you're just gonna sit there, you're gonna need to heal a lot. And healers who can't match that, they're gonna suffer. They're gonna need to add another healer. And that's where triple support comes in. So unfortunately, like, it's just a band-aid fix for the game. Like, triple support will stop being a thing when the damage in this game is toned down. It's just the way it is. Why? Because as soon as you have triple support when damage is low, then the triple support won't be able to deal as much damage. That's just the way it is. You won't have the DPS to match the tanks that are going to be on the other team. You just won't be able to kill anything. The thing is now, though, triple support is strong is because nothing is killable, and the DPS that you do have on your team are already going to be strong enough to deal damage. It's so dumb. It's just very dumb. But it is what it is. It's the game we play. We'll see if they do anything Season 7. We'll see. Hard to say if they will. Genuinely, it's very hard to say if they will do anything, but we'll see. All right, let's get into this VOD review. We'll start like discussions as we do the VOD review. On while I remember there would be an opportunity for tutoring when you have free time. It's fine. Yeah. We'll do each of the VOD reviews, and then when we have time afterwards, we'll get into every character. For sure. Or if anybody has like any questions, we could definitely like talk about the game and talk about the meta and like what heroes are strong right now and all that stuff. Because there's so much yapping we could do today. Okay, so let's get into this. This is from Zattlebone, and let me go ahead and start recording this actually, so that I don't have to rip it from YouTube. Wild. Okay, so this is from Zattlebone. Rank is Silver 2. Rough first round, but managed to pull it back in rounds 2 and 3. This is domination at Krakoa. You don't switch any character. Let's start. I'm already needing to use my water, and we just started the stream. I'm pretty sure at this rank there's no bans, so we can kind of just skip ahead to the top. Where are you, my friend?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
hold
2,
on. And
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Look upon me, my disciples, and behold the future.
okay, so Dash has. Oh, you have the Iron Man team up. That's good. Okay. Hold on. Making sure my microphone doesn't.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
So the drone is okay. Before we start, the drone is on Iron Man and it's on Emma. Okay. You have triple support, 2 tanks, not bad. 1 DPS. They have 2 DPS, 2 support. Oh, 3 DPS, 2 support, 1 tank. Okay. And your team is playing relatively poke. Okay, you swapped right away. That's pretty good. What happened to the Iron Man? Let's go back a little bit.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Iron Man died a while ago. Did Iron Man die? Okay, you gave him the drone. It must have disconnected. He died. Okay. When on combat? Yeah, okay. Anchor drone on Iron Man and floating drone defaults tank when on combat. Got it. Iron Man just died immediately. He just flew right on top of the team. I don't understand. Okay. Let's keep going. Reassigned it to the healer. That's fine. Okay. You're repositioning as soon as you can, which is good. I would say that when the team starts fighting immediately, what you could do is, instead of moving to other positions... Oh, I hate it when that happens. F7, okay.
Capture now.
Now I could pause. So when you are... I'll just take off director mode. So in this kind of map, you don't want to be like in a compromising position like right here, where the other team can easily see you here, and it's like kind of hard to move around. You won't be able to go up and down. You can go left and right, but you might get stuck, right? And they can easily reach you too if they want. So it's better in times like this to have a little bit of verticality ready to go. And preferably, even if your drones are on people, it's easier to just stay here. Stay here and be able to shoot at them. That way, when your team eventually wins, you could hide in with them, or you can go up here, and you'll have access to flanking if you want. And if the other team does decide to flank you from here, you won't get trapped in that room, but you'll be able to kind of path your way into the room and out from under if you need to. So that's the first thing. And you have to realize that like people are approaching you. They're taking advantage of the gaps that are in between the tanks and the supports. So keep in mind, as Ultron, you are that like nullifier of that gap, because once your supports start getting dived and you're above them, you can shoot people or ward them away. So let's keep going. Do you see what I mean when you're in that box, how compromising it is? You just can't heal anybody from where you are, and you start to lose line of sight with people. It's not like the best place to be in initially. And now you're stuck with the DPS. Iron Man finally respawned. Okay, so your team is dead. It's just you and Iron Man. I would start leaving. And you can easily leave by going, hold on. By going this way. It's right there. It's just right there for you. You're flying. You don't have to worry about anything. Just turn around. Go back to your team. You'll be fine.
Mission area is yours.
Technically, they could shoot you, right? It's a Star-Lord. It's a Bucky. Emma Frost might have been able to deal some damage to you. But most other people, so Cloak, Bucky, Gambit, and Star-Lord definitely could have caught you, and if you were any lower, Fanta and Emma would have been able to bring you down. So it's important to, instead of going up, to go away, if you can. And that's just knowing the map. Sorry, I need to... Right, it's just knowing the map. That is incredibly dangerous. I think any team would have clocked a rotation back into this part. So the higher the rank you'll go, you'll notice that instead of staying there, or hold on, let me get my mouse. Instead of staying back here, teams will start playing aggressive and be playing up here. So I wouldn't rotate in through here. I would have rotated, let's see where you were. You were all the way up here, right? I would have gone, as soon as I saw Iron Man die right here, I would have gone through here, and I would have chilled here if I was able to. But seeing as the whole team was alive, I would have just gone there. You don't want to, even if you survive, you don't want to just stand somewhere and hide. You want to actively be moving away, because you don't want to get caught and staggered. If you get staggered, you saw what happened to Iron Man. He died first. He came back to the fight when everybody died, and then he died again. Not good. That's not good.
Embrace perfection. Systems rebooting.
Oh, so now you have a healer Deadpool. So your team has made some swaps. You still have 3 supports, but now you have 2 DPS and 1 tank. Okay. Basically the same.
Look who's he. I suppose that.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Very good, very good. In here, you can clearly see that the Cloak is focusing on healing your Emma. And Emma has a much higher health pool than the Cloak, so I would put the drone on the Cloak. Because they're clearly focusing her. Look at that, look at that. Everybody is looking at her. They're not even looking at the Emma. They're all looking at her. That's 3 people that are looking at her. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I think for Ultron, he's pretty fast enough that even if you mess up your animation cancel, you've already reloaded. Okay. So are you shooting? Very good. Nice. So you've used 2 ults. I think Moon Knight's ult at that point was pretty negligible. I don't think it matters all that much. For yours, I would have... Let's see the situation in which you ulted in. Okay, so, and I said this in my Ultron guide. If you're gonna ult as Ultron, you don't want to do it when you see criticals. You want to do it before you see criticals, and you know they're going to start being criticals, right? Given the ultimate generation for the whole team, you are like leagues above all of them. So I don't think it was an issue for you to use yours first. That was good. Very nice. Very nice. That was good. Okay. Where are you positioning yourself now? This is where your skill can grow. It's what you're doing when you're not fighting, right? When you're fighting, sometimes as a healer, it's pretty straightforward. Heal your allies, stay away from damage, don't get caught, right? It's kind of like a mixture of those 3 things. But it's also important to know what to do when you're not in a fight. And when you're not in a fight as Ultron, and I've said this before for the other team, right? It's good to play aggressive with your team, right? So the higher the rank you go, the more your team will occupy this space. You've already captured, and in domination, I think it works just like the payload and convoy. You really only need one person to make any significant difference for the objective to move faster. So your whole team will be taking up space. It's important to take up space because if you fight here, back here, then if you lose, then you lose the point as well. But if you fight up here and you lose, you could go back to the point and then you have to fight on the point again. That's 2 fights that you could have, that you could protect the point in. But if you fight on the point and you lose the point. You see what I'm getting at? So if you fight up here, you're like, oh no, we're losing people. Let's go back to the point. Use your ultimates, try to survive. Then you hold the point for longer because you're fighting up front and then you're fighting back up. That's 2 places to go. And in this map, it's very precarious for Ultron because there is no ceiling. And in maps without any ceilings, you could go as high as you can, but that also means that Poke will have a lot of range and a lot of space to shoot you. Because anybody could take this spot and shoot you anywhere here. Anybody could fly pretty much on this entire area and just shoot at you from here, anywhere they would like. And they could also pick any of the 2 spots here on the stairs over here and shoot at you, and over here to shoot at you. What you want to do is, what I would do is, I would be down low, perfect where you are, perfect height level, but I would also be hiding behind. I'll be taking up positions where I could hide and I have easy access to cover. So I would stand here. If I see someone shooting at me from anywhere, anywhere here, or on this area, I would duck in here. And then I would rotate around. And remember, with Ultron, your drones are on people. So you're healing even if you're not looking at them. And you have 5 seconds and 35 range now for it to break. So I would just rotate around here. I'd be here just fine, you know? And if anybody pushes towards me, the best thing you could do as Ultron is to go into your team. And this applies to any support. But if you're getting dived on, the best thing to do is to go into your team. Why? Because then it makes it harder for you to be targeted. You can get healed. You'll be in other people's line of sight. And your tanks will be able to take the damage for you. If it's AoE damage, if it's specific hit scan damage, etc. Right? So instead of just staying here, figure out your next point of view, figure out where you want to anchor yourself, or where you want to position yourself, I should say, or start playing aggressive. Because you just use your ult, try and get your ult again as soon as you can. So take a look at where the enemy team is going to be and start shooting at them.
Guess who just showed their stupid faces?
And one thing when you play as Ultron, don't stand still. Just don't do it. I like this. You're taking cover up on the dragon. Perfect. Because the dragon is a map. Oh, I love this. This is perfect. Okay, now the dragon's gone. What are you gonna do? Okay, this is something very specific to Mr. Fantastic, but when he's in that mode, just shoot him. Just shoot him. Because he can technically shoot that damage back at you, but you're in your healing radius, or you were in your healing radius. He gets out of that mode faster the more you shoot him. So instead of letting him go back to his team and get potentially healed, if you were all there to blast him, he would have left his mode, and you would have been able to kill him. It's 3v1. And now you're letting him go. Okay, when you see somebody like Star-Lord, leave immediately. Leave immediately, even if you have your drone. Don't chase him. Okay, so instead of... This is why I said you don't want to be here initially. Because you'll lose where to go. You have your drone on Moon Knight. When Bucky comes in from the side, it's a 2v1. It's not a 1v1. So use Moon Knight as cover and use the drone that you have on him to heal yourself. Always be like as close as you can to somebody else. And do you see what I mean? How bad of a position it is? Because immediately it was compromised by Mr. Fantastic. So technically, even if you were with the Moon Knight, Mr. Fantastic would have been there and Bucky would have been there, and you would have been in big trouble. Right? So when you were up here, near the dragon, right? And you were looking at right through here. You were up here, and then Mr. Fantastic kind of went through and into the room up here. I would have given the drone to Moon Knight. I would have shot from there, and I would have pulled here. I would have pulled in down here. Would have been able to see who's here. I would have been able to see who's here. And I would still be able to get verticality if I needed to, but I'd also be able to escape through here. Right? Even faster through here, where there's a portal. So it's just knowing the map and having your positioning. And your team has lost this fight. Spawning. I would not take that portal. You're gonna be in big trouble. Yeah, Star-Lord is right there. Yeah, exactly. If you think this map is bad for Ultron, the grove with all the grass and like the indoor trees, that one's terrible. Okay, go to your team. Go to your team. Do you see? Okay, you're fighting Bucky. That's fine, but fight him with your team. Because that's two drones that could be healing you, and you're not even getting yourself healed. Time to leave. Time to leave. Time to leave. Well, the thing is, the cover, we'll get into it. If it's your second, you said it's 3 rounds, right? So we'll get into that map. I'll discuss it. Don't worry. Okay, I'll rewind because I'm pretty sure you die at this point. So you give it to her. You give it to her. You don't have shield. Don't just look away. Don't just look away. You see her low. You know there's a Bucky in that room. And you can see Star-Lord shooting at her. Shoot the Star-Lord. He will leave. He will run away. I guarantee you he will run away if you were to shoot at him. You already have one drone on Emma. You have your DPS fighting over there. Leave them there. Leave them there. That's fine. Your focus now is on your other support. Because if your other support isn't there, you're next. And if they die, you're next. Right? So just don't even have to focus on killing him. Just focus on how would you know he's in there? Well, you can hear him. And you've already engaged with him before. So you see the Bucky, you've already engaged with him before. You shot at him. And you see him peeking again. Right? Not only that, but you could see she's getting actively shot at. Okay, no worries. Now you want to take a look at visual cues. Right? Let's take a look at the visual cues that we have. 1, she's critical. You have your shield, or I believe you just used it. But I rely on sight. No worries, no worries. Okay, so you gave her your drone. You already used your shield, so she doesn't have the extra HP. Big trouble. We'll talk about your shield use later on, but right now, let's take a look. You used your shield, but for what reason? Right? When in the Ultron guide, I stated that you use your shield when you know the team is going to take burst damage. Bucky just missed his hook. And the team is moving forward into the zone. You don't know where your other support is. You haven't seen them in a while. Right? And you've already lost Deadpool. So I would hold off and just heal as much as I can until I see burst damage or I see somebody who can deal burst damage. Bucky missed his hook. He doesn't have the capability for burst damage anymore. For the Moon Knight damage boost. Okay. Did he use his ultimate? He already used his ultimate though. That's the thing. Let me see when you used it before. Let's just restart. So this is when you used it. But why? Okay. So you gave it to him to damage boost him. Right? What is he doing right now with that? Do you see the shield in front of him? That's a blue shield, so I know that's the other Emma's shield. Well, let's say he shoots away from it. What is he shooting at away from it? You know, let's take it a step extra. What is his point of view? What does he see? Blocked. And you know that Bucky and Star-Lord, or at least somebody who killed Deadpool, is to your left. And I'm pretty sure the damage boost ended. It ended before he ulted. So, you know what I mean? It ended before he ulted. I don't know if he pinged. I don't know if he pinged you and said, I'm going to ult. If he did that in the game, then sure, you gave him the damage boost and he just didn't do it in time. But at the same time, in his case, he doesn't see anybody.
Alright, that feels better.
They left! They already left! What's the point of the ult? They're all gone! They're all gone! So it don't matter. It don't matter. But let's focus on you, right? Let's focus on you and the choices that you made. And let's see if we can change that. So you gave him the boost, but you were still able to get the shield back. Even if how much HP does the cloak have? We can see she's at half. I'm pretty sure you can see allies like their silhouettes through the wall. I'm pretty sure in some capacity. See if they're critical. Right? Hold on. Let me go to my other screen and let me see if I could bring up some Ultron games really quickly. Sure, in some capacity you could see people through their outlines or something. Can. Yes, you can. And you'll see through walls their silhouette goes from blue to orange. Yeah, and well, Deadpool died over there, so I imagine she was trying to go towards him to heal him. So you could see through walls the amount of HP that your teammates have, right? For Ultron, now for most other supports, yellow is like, you know, they have burst heals. They could heal right away, right? If Cloak and Dagger sees you when you're critical, bam, bubble, wall, boom, you're at max. Invis, shield, boom, you're close to max. You're going to max immediately, you know? Gambit, super cards, boom, you're at max, you know? Luna, she pierces through, bam, 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 ice up, boom, you're at max. Ultron, the most heals you could get burst is 35, and that's when he gives you the drone. And 35, like, every DPS character does at least 60 plus damage for their hits. So usually follow a formula for drones, flyers, healers, dive DPS, dive tank, po, other tanks. Okay. We'll dissect that towards the end, but right now we're just going to be talking situationally. right? Because situational development is a lot more easier to do, to take in mind than something like overall. Because if you want to change your overall formula, it's hard to do that. But if you know minute to minute, moment by moment, what to do in a situation, that's easier to adapt. Okay, so let's move up. So right now, on your screen, you can see your cloak and dagger is yellow. You know you're getting your shield, and you know she's coming up to you. You could see that. So she's able to make her way in. Give her the drone, save the shield for her, give her the shield. That's the easiest way that Ultron can mitigate burst damage and to heal as quickly as possible. Use the shield as, the bonus health as shield for the drone to eventually supplement with actual healing. Otherwise, you're in danger. Okay, Gambit never fold. I have Deadpool dead. I have Cloak and Dagger who just died right in front of me. I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out. Star-Lord, Bucky, Fanta, Emma, Cloak, Gambit. They're all people who are going to be hungry for Ultron. Get out. You see that? You just saw cards being shot at you. You saw Star-Lord shooting at you. And Fantastic is like ulting you. Remember one thing with Gambit ults. Gambit never folds. Get the fuck out of there. Get out of there. Because you are going to be target number 1.
There are always more of me.
Now, me personally, when it comes to playing on this map, I don't use the portal. I don't use the portal because as soon as you... One reason is that, the Star-Lord to your top left. Another reason is that you're going to be, if you want to get to the point, you're going to be so far open. Look at all this space that you're going to have to go through. Right? All this space that you're going to have to go through. And anybody could shoot at you. Anybody. Not good. And if you do decide to, dash into this room or down there, now you're stuck in a small room. That's danger. So this round ends, I believe you said you lost in this round? Nice kills. Good aim. Nice, nice. Very not yo. Okay, yo. No. Okay, talk that shit. Yeah, they can also hear you teleport too. Great. Yo, look at Penta. Holy shit. Okay, yo, you popped off. Okay. That's crazy.
Team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Love that healing feeling.
Okay, now where you stand is gonna be very important. If you see the enemy team coming up from right here, I would want to be like away from their sightlines. I would want to be like right here. I could have my drones on my teammates and I could still shoot at them, but they can't easily see me, for example. Right? Because they're going to be looking this way. They're going to be looking at these guys. And you're going to be around here, able to be shot at. Able to be shot at. So there you go. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back in just a few moments, guys. I'll be back in just a few moments. I'll be right back. Something came up. I'm here. Back. Okay, you guys can hear me? Perfect. All right. Yo, that was a great penta right there, dude. That ult was absolutely amazing. You killed it, dude. You killed it. That was great. So yeah, what I was saying about the positioning, you always want to keep yourself in somewhere where it's hard to see you. Because they can all see you right there. And anybody, the moment you go into higher ranks, platinum, diamond, grandmaster, above, if they see an Ultron like this, bam, bam, dead. You know? But it's good that you're staying near your drone, so you're at least getting healed in case anything happens. In situations like this, how far have you been able to take Ultron? I want to learn him. I've taken him all the way to Celestial. The thing is, though, I don't mean to detract from the replay. I don't play competitive a lot. Not as much as, like, a lot of the more prolific, more rival streamers and content creators. They play, like, ranked every day, you know, multiple times a week. Me, I'm live streaming on Sundays. That's usually when I play. And then every now and then, I'll play, like, 2 hours on a Monday, 2 hours on a Tuesday. Like, not that much time. Okay. That will be worth it. I don't experience using him. I think it's worth it. I absolutely think it's worth it to use Ultron. I use him as much as I can. There are times when you'll just be, you know, grouped up with a team that's just stubborn and they won't let you play Ultron. Or you'll be going up against Hela, Phoenix, Namor, you know? And at times like that, it's more trouble than it's worth because they're completely going to counter you. You know what I mean? And it's just at that point, just play somebody who could survive longer instead of somebody who could, you know, play like Ultron. You're just going to have to mix and match and figure out in your games the situation that it is. But if you love playing Ultron, then play Ultron, right? Go for it. Okay, so in this situation, you have both your drones and your DPS. I would leave one on the supports. And I would leave one on the Emma. Okay. That ultimate, legendary, the moment you hear it, run for your life. Run. So what I would do is, I have dash. I would dash instantly to the portal beneath me. Forget going to the other drones. Forget going to the other team. I would dash straight down to the portal beneath me. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? That's why. No worries, Kane. I'm going to be uploading Ultron content in competitive at that rank. So you'll be able to get like a... I mean, you could also even see my past streams where I play Ultron quite a bit. I usually play either Fantastic or Ultron. Or Rocket or Penny. It's usually those four. If I'm playing Thing, the team is in big trouble. Or Iron Man. If I'm playing Iron Man or Thing, the team I'm playing with is in big trouble. But if I'm playing Penny, Rocket, Fanta, Ultron, we're fine. Or Jeff. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying though? With the ultimate? It's just you have to get away. Right now, I mean, like, it's the end of the game. It's 99. When it's always 99, it's an ult dump. 99 is always an ult dump.
Again!
Alright, let's go to the next round. Gonna default to F1. So in this team up that you have, now let's okay, this is the map that I was saying that is one of the worst for Ultron. Let's go ahead and I want to see your formula. You said you follow a formula for drones, flyers, and this is, I'm guessing, like a priority formula. Flyers, healers, dive DPS, dive tank, poke DPS, other tanks. So according to your formula, if we were to go back to the last round, you had your drone on both your DPS, and they were poke DPS. You didn't have it on your tanks, and you didn't have it on your healers. Now granted, you may have developed this formula after the VOD, but it's something to realize, hey, I didn't have my drone on the people that I probably should have had it on. Now granted, when the legendary ult comes out, your priority shouldn't be you know, going to your team. It should be getting away from that ultimate. If going to your team is the best that you could do, then go to your team. Right? But if you can find cover for that ultimate, fucking find cover and get the hell out of there.
What you do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The fate of all existence lies in the hands of such tiny creatures.
Okay, so this is where like things turn around, right? You have it on Deadpool, who is a healer, and you have it on your cloak. It's gonna disconnect, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's not, because she's right under you. No problem. Did you hear? Okay, I know you didn't hear that. But you have to realize audio was such a nice pickup, because I would have heard Tandy needs help. Do you have subtitles on, actually? Is a good question. Whenever you can answer that for me, let me know if you have subtitles on, because that's a big cue that your supports are getting damaged. If you hear, I need assistance, Mantis, that means she's getting shot at. Tandy needs help, you know? Or what does Tandy herself say? Something like that, you know? Or even Invis or Gambit, they'll have a tagline when they're about to get healing. Or, you know, like Rocket says, you know, turn around, you flarkin' idiots, or whatever, I'm getting shot at. I'm dying here. That's what he says, right? Like, that's a cue for you to turn around and be like, oh shoot, I have to put a drone on my supports, or I have to help them out, whatever is going on. Because with Ultron, I know you deal damage, I know you can do this, I know you can do that, but if your supports are getting dived, chances are you're next. And if you don't want to be next, make sure that they're not getting attacked.
That was fine, but thank you.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Don't chase. And especially because you used your dash to chase him, you're not going to be able to do anything to get out. So all you have to do is just ward him away. Just shoot at him and get him to fly away. Now that you're in this position, if he wanted to, I'm pretty sure there's a health pack right there. Yeah. He could have shot at you, gone to the health pack, killed you.
Mission area is yours.
And you're very lucky that he rotated back into your team. That's something that you need to keep in mind, right? You don't want to chase kills unless you know they're low enough to kill. Jeff, what does he say? He says some bullshit like that.
Natural selection.
An aura of protection.
Okay, so you said that there's a lot of aerial cover. Were you talking about these trees? Because these trees are destructible. And if they get destroyed, you're done. You can't contest on the point. And you also can't contest anywhere on this entire peripheral right here, because you could get shot at. And you could get dove at easily too, because you're immediately on the surface ground. So you can either play up here on these trees. If they get destroyed, then your best chance to play is back here. Right? And if you're playing back here, that's totally fine. But you can also immediately get caught back here until the portals come out. And when the portals come out, you could go back to your spawn, I guess. But, like, do you see what I mean? Like, this map isn't very good for Ultron, in my opinion. There's just not... There's a lot of space to move for you, but there's also so many places where the enemy team could just shoot at you. So it's up to your team to give the other team pressure so that you have space to move. If you don't have space to move, and if your team isn't providing pressure, you're going to be in big trouble. But I do like... And I'll mention this from the last round. I do like how you use the game's cover to give yourself shielding. I think that's great. I think you could stick with that and learn the map more, and you'll be able to realize, okay, I'm using cover on this area. If I get pressured, I can go back left. I could go back right. I think that's the next step that you should be thinking of. Because in the first map, when you're near the dragon, you weren't able to figure out where to go next when the dragon left. And the same thing applies here. I want to see what happens. Let's keep going.
Virus reinforcement.
So the whole team is moving up. That is a rotation I've never seen before. As a team, I've never seen before. I love this. You can shoot shots. You don't have to worry about hiding. You can totally shoot shots. Star-Lord won't be able to easily reach you. Well, so you want to be careful. Okay, so the entire time, let's rewind this. So you're shot up there, right? And let's take a look at this from Bucky's perspective. In fact, let's just look at his point of view. Okay. So he sees you right up there. If he was standing right here, he would have seen your entire trajectory. He would have seen all of that. To keep in mind, when you were retreating away towards your team, you were making yourself visible from other sight lines. So what you could have done was, you could have gone vertically straight down, used this as cover, gone straight down, and then once you had that cover there, gone to your team. Okay, let's rewind this. You're already at low health. You're picking for your team there? Okay. Yeah, there are some things that replays don't show. They don't show communication, they don't show pings, they don't show anything like that, unfortunately. I just have to go off of what you're doing physically in the game. So when you're getting ulted as Ultron, it doesn't matter what kind of ult, use your shield and try to get away first. Like dashing or going to a tank who can bubble for you or something like that. Because the thing is with Mr. Fantastic, his bounces will bring you down. Not only that, but they will deal escalating damage. So it's like 75, then plus 15, plus 15, plus 15. So every bounce is going to deal more damage to you. You're not going to get healed fast enough. And you're going to get shot at by the Bucky and Gambit we were just looking at earlier, who were up there. And that Bucky wanted to shoot you from previously, which is why you're down there. Right? So that's one reason why you should save your ult once you're at like 100 HP. Once you're at 100 HP, you could get insta-killed. So don't even use your ult. And mind you, when you do use your ultimate as Ultron, the self-healing, the CC immunity doesn't kick in until 7 seconds in. That's 2 seconds of startup that you're not getting healed. So even if you did, you know, let's take a look here. Let's say, you know, extermination, right? Go ahead. You're not getting healed. That's just the healing from the cloak and dagger. You don't have your CC immunity. You're at 8 seconds. Nothing will kick in until 7 seconds. But by then you're dead. So just something to keep in mind. When you use your ultimate as Ultron, you don't want to use it when you're in, like, when you're about to die. Because it's not gonna happen. Ultron's ultimate doesn't start 2 seconds until 2 seconds after you use the button. So if you're getting hit and it's like Bucky, Gambit, Fanta, and you're like, shit, I need to use my ultimate to heal everybody. You know, Phoenix is critical, Squirrel Girl's critical, my tank is taking a lot of damage, I'm taking a lot of damage. You're already way too late. Because extermination, you scream, you declare it to the whole game. I'm ulting, I'm prime target now. And not only that, for 2 seconds after you scream extermination, you're still not getting self-healed. You're not getting CC immunity. So all you have to rely on is your decay your dash shield, which is 60. And for Bucky, who shoots 140, 170, that's nothing. That's nothing. It don't matter to him. That's something to keep in mind. When you're playing as Ultron, you don't have the luxury of being reactive. That's why your ultimate before, where you got that penta, was really good because you are proactive. You came to the enemy team with your ultimate and you destroyed them. That's where it works. You have Ultron's ultimate thrives in initiative. It thrives in aggression. You can't react. You can't go, oh man, everybody's critical, disappear. You know, you can't do us against the world. You can't do that. You have to go in with the intention, I'm going to use my ultimate. 3, 2, 1, ultimate. Can't react with Ultron's ultimate. You cannot.
Ultron virus reinforcement. The virus takes hold.
Okay.
Thanks for the boost.
I am Phoenix!
Okay, give her the drone. Give her the drone. Give her the drone and get down into the ultimate. Don't go up. You see Star-Lord going up, he wants to kill you. Okay, Jason, yeah, get that kill. Yeah. Okay, just so you know though, if you were once you go into higher ranks, that Star-Lord will be able to shoot at you much sooner and like kill you much sooner. So as soon as you hear, you know, co-op time, you go down. Just so you can get healed in the ultimate, and you don't have to worry about getting bursted down by anything like Bucky, Gambit, Star-Lord. Good reflexes. Poor girl just wasn't in the ultimate. Even if you gave her a drone, she was still done. She was still dead. It didn't matter. It really didn't matter, even if you gave her the drone. She should have gone to the ultimate. Although, to be fair, like, I don't even know what path your Cloak and Dagger took for her ultimate. Can we rewind that and see what she did? Because what was that? Place the portal with you. Gives her the bubble. That's not bad. Oh, jeez. Could have gone backwards into her ultimate. Would have been faster. Right? Because she finished her ultimate right there. Oh, she got booped though, so. At that point, it didn't even matter. She was able to survive. But she went past her. She left her ultimate. What? Left her ultimate. Why? It's right there. It would have been healed. Yep. Priority target is Bucky. Very good, very good. Give him a drone, give him a drone. Nice. Keep shooting. Oh, don't give it to her. She's already at max HP. Why are you giving it to her? You already gave your damage boost to Daredevil, to Deadpool. I mean, with the intention of giving him shield, most definitely. So, don't give it to her. She has no need. You only have one drone right now. You only have one drone right now.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I would say apply your drone as soon as you can, but I mean, it's fine. Why it's important to apply your drone at 35 meters, or I guess this is season 6, right? So at 30 meters, you could give it to the drone and still be out. You'd be just fine. Because that shield didn't go to everybody. That shield that you just applied didn't go to everybody. I would give that to Emma. I certainly wouldn't go down. I would go up and I would start seeking cover. Right now you're completely open. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Why you don't want to go down? Because you were getting hit by that Cloak and Dagger ult and everybody can attack you now. Look at how they're just looking at you. Your team was able to win though, so that's good. But if you are in that situation where you need to apply drones to your team and you're way too high up and there's still something on the surface that won't let you, you could be back here. Apply drone, shoot. Apply drone, shoot. You know what I mean? I would have used that as cover. But I think your team is doing fine.
This is my unnatural selection.
You gonna take that? You gonna take that portal? Oh, sneaky. I love it. You're in big fucking danger though. Do not do this. If you're in like Platinum Plus. You will get destroyed. I love it though. I love me. As a player, I love it. As a coach, I can't co-sign this.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I love the drone placement. One on Emma, one on your cloak. I love it. Perfect. Let's go to the next round. That was a good round. I love how you use cover. I love how you decide like, hey, I'm gonna go on this person. I'm gonna go here. Your mindset when playing Ultron is great. Just need to be careful of like certain characters that you go up against and the behaviors that they
All
do.
you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? be kicking? Because I got this villain's trivia deck from Deadpool that I think could help.
God.
I suppose that helps.
Hey, you dashed, but for what reason did you dash? You were perfectly safe up here. Now, when you need it, you won't have your emergency 60 HP, and you won't have your ability to escape the enemy team. You are perfectly fine where you were. Perfectly fine here. By going here, you're setting yourself up for trouble. I imagine you want to ult. This is big ult, yeah. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, I love it. Okay, so do you remember when I said Ultron thrives on being initiative, being aggressive? That's exactly what I mean when you want to use his ultimate. I know, yeah, it's a healing ult. It's supposed to heal. Guys, he says extermination. Does that sound like a healing ult? No. What the hell? No, that's exactly how you do it. No, this is perfect. No notes. However, I would have dashed during the ult. That way you have more protection. You'll have your shield, your 60 HP shield, and you would have had movement speed, so you would have been moving faster. You still had movement speed when you were ulting, but it ended I think it ended before you started shooting. So just one thing to keep in mind. So I won't take back what I said about the dash, but I do like how you flanked and played that way. Perfect. Just be careful though, you can't be this aggressive in higher ranks. They will snipe you down before you even get close. But it's important to save your dash. No notes though. I love it. I love it. Keep it up. This is perfect. This is perfect. Yes, go down, get your drone, get healed, use a tree as cover. Perfect. I would finish the little HP, top it up. I still wouldn't give it to her. It's Phoenix. She has self-heals. I still wouldn't give it to her.
Thanks for the boost.
Because now your support doesn't have a drone.
There you are.
I really don't know what your Deadpool is doing. I really don't know what your Deadpool is doing. But it's very good that you're not following them. Very good that you're not following them. Yes. Fly away. Nice. Get the health pack beneath your feet. Right there. Get that. And then find your way into the Cloak and Dagger ultimate. Very good. Good aim. That's dangerous. That's not a bad idea. But like I said, you ran out of everything before your ultimate even started. And you weren't getting attacked beforehand. So okay.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. I'm gonna get it.
I don't know what the purpose of that was for. Your Deadpool was at max. And they're by themselves. There's nobody else who's diving with them. Boost is a nice surprise. But okay. Now let's say you used your speed boost and you used your dash to get into the enemy team. Let's say they all look up at you while you're saying extermination. Before you started shooting, you ran out of your dash, your movement speed, and you ran out of your shield. What if they looked at you at that in between those 2 seconds? You would have died. That's why it's important to save your dash, so that you could ensure that you get to your ultimate where you have the healing, self-healing, and you have the CC immunity.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. I'm gonna get it.
I do like this aggression. Be careful. Against Cloak and Dagger, be careful, because they don't miss. And they can instantly heal themselves. Okay, perfect. Now dash. Oh, you don't have dash. Okay, you dashed in. This is why it's important to not dash in. As much as I love the aggression, you didn't really need to. Ultron has a lot of range. You didn't need to dash in.
Repairs are
It's like I said, Cloak and Dagger doesn't miss. They have incredible healing. So,
Us
yeah.
against the world.
Also, this is what happens when you follow the Deadpool. I did warn you, don't follow the Deadpool.
physical chassis online.
Control seized.
That one Gambit pick ended up losing the team. So you have to be careful.
Natural selection.
You can shoot from there. I would hide. Immediately hide. Yep. Get out. Teleport. Oh, he teleported. Never mind. Okay, no problem. No, not bad. Great use of cover. If you're healing them normally, you don't have to give the boost all the time. Okay, now that ultimate is done, I would have ulted this. Your healer is at critical. Your Phoenix is about to die. And your team needs to push through. This would be a great time to ult. Because Mag has used his ultimate already, so there's nothing to counter you anymore. They don't have a Star-Lord. And they don't have any other support ults either. They just use Gambit and they use Cloak and Dagger on the fight before. Very good. Very good. So this is what I mean to save your. I want to show you something. I want you to see just how quickly the extra shield from your dash disappears. Do you see how quickly it started decaying in like 3 seconds? Also, you missed the Gambit behind him.
Double KO. He's captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Control lost. They've almost got it.
Hey, not bad. Get those shots in. Good. Ooh, come on. Yes, sir. What? The Cloak and Dagger was stuck. Okay, not bad.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
How did your cloak die? Oh.
Double KO.
But who had the drones? Nobody. Nobody had drones. You neglected to drone your team.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
That's when I would use, even though it's probably not gonna amount to much, that's when I would use the shields. I would give the drone to Cloak, I would use the shield. It would mitigate something. She would get healed. But you're not giving your drones to the team. You ulted, you killed everybody, and then you just stood there shooting at the Punisher. That's fine. But you should also give drones to your team as soon as you can. It's just healing uptime that you could easily get. Freely get.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
See, like, do you see what I mean? You spent this entire. Hold on. Let's let the game rock. Hey, you gave one drone. You gave the second drone. Now look at this. Look at this. From here until you start shooting again, how much time are you spending just not interacting with the match?
We have a winner.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of guesswork that you're doing. No. You can shoot and drone at the same time. Keep in mind, there are some DPS heroes who can self-heal. Phoenix is one of them. You don't have to give her the drone right away. Excellent dodging of the Frost ults. Get behind you, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's stay here. I would say if I had to, okay, let's start with the first point. First point is, I love your aggression. I love the way you initiate. I love the way you use cover. I love the way you're shooting. You could even be just a little bit more when the game lulls a little bit and your team is just standing there waiting for, you know, the enemy team to arrive. You can shoot a little bit ahead, just like what you did with the Punisher, just literally moments before this. Shoot ahead, use your ultimate, get some damage in there, get some healing in there. You know what I mean? Play a little aggressive. Hold some position early up front so that the enemy team can fight you up front and up back instead of fighting you on the point where you might lose a point right away. That's good. I like that. One thing that's important though is the way is who you give your drone to, when you give them the drone, and how you manage your dash, as well as the shields overall. When you are using and I'll start with the shield, not the dash, the shield. So the imperative patch, I believe it's called. There are 2 times you want to use your shield. Now, granted, one is easier than the other. I'll start with the easier one. The easier one is when you know the team is going to take a lot of damage. When you see the enemy pushing in, and you're like, okay, they haven't used Cloak and Dagger ult in a while. They haven't used a DPS ult in a while, and they're trying to capture the point. Like, let's say we're at 99, right? As soon as the first few shots start landing, before you hear the ultimates sing, use your shield, right? That way, in case anything happens, you don't get burst damaged immediately. You don't get dived on and die immediately. You'll have your shield. You'll have enough mitigation to get to your drones to get more healing, or to just have healing in general ready for when you start taking damage. Another one is to give damage boosts to people who are already ulting. Me, personally, I don't give my damage boost to characters who have one and done ultimates. What are one and done ultimates? Things like Moon Knight, like Squirrel Girl, like Phoenix, like Hela. You can't give those people the drone and then damage boost them because the ultimate is external to them. It's out of them, right? The Moon, it's Khonshu hands that are falling on a point that you designated away from the enemy. It's not coming out of it's not coming out of Moon Knight. Squirrel Girl's ultimate. It's the Squirrel Stampede. It's away from her. It's not her, right? The same thing with Phoenix. She becomes the Phoenix. You don't even have a drone on her anymore once she goes into the Phoenix. Same thing with Hela. When she goes into her Hela Unleashed mode, you can't give her a drone. It's gone. So, ultimates that I would give damage boost are ultimates such as Magic. Ultimates such as what's his name? Star-Lord. Bucky. Fanta. Characters like that who need the extra damage boost to get kills, I would give it to. Emma, even. Because when Emma is ulting and you give her the damage boost, you're also giving her shield. Because she's going to be priority number 1 when she's ulting. That helps her out. Right? And a lot of the times when you gave shields, I felt like there wasn't a purpose behind giving them a shield. A couple of times, yes, it was to give them extra HP. Like you did with the Cloak and Dagger in the first round. Right? Punisher, that's another good example, right? Somebody who has a channel ultimate. Or like exactly, not like a one and done ultimate. And so I saw sometimes you gave shields when, you know, they were low, but it doesn't. It's a mitigation tool. It's like giving somebody a strange shield before they actually get damaged. It's not gonna help, right? It's just allowing them to get to healing much safer. It's not a method of healing. It's just helping them get to healing safer. It's damage blocked. It's not damage healed, right? When you use your shield for the purpose of healing, quote unquote, somebody, right? Hawkeye, yeah, exactly. Channel ults like that, and so you don't want to use that when they're at critical, unless you can't help it and you just have to do it for yourself as well. Then go ahead, do it. Like it's not a wrong to do it, but it's better to do it when they're at half HP. That way your healing can get them to 70 HP, 70% HP, and then they can take more damage later on. If they're at critical and then you give them a shield, your 35 per second healing or 30 per second healing isn't gonna do much. They're gonna be still, you know, they're gonna go from critical to 50, and that's not a lot in this game. You know, if you're at critical, let's say you're at 50 HP. Ultron gives you a drone and he gives you a 50 HP shield, right? You get 35 and you get 50 shields. So you have 35 plus 50, that is 85 HP, and you have 50 shields. That is 135 HP. Do you know how much damage Bucky deals? For example, let's see. Marvel. Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard. Let me go to Marvel Rivals. Let's see how much damage does Bucky. Just as an example, right? Because he's in this game. He was in this game, I should say. Where's Bucky? Winter Soldier. They have it as Winter Soldier. Let's take a look at his pistol. It deals 75 damage and 65 damage AoE. That's ridiculous. Let's take a look at Hela, for example. Or let's take a look at Star-Lord, who you've been facing for majority of this match. His shots deal 65 per round. And it's a pretty fast fire rate of 40 rounds per second. So 6.5 times 40. That's a lot. A lot of damage, right? So you aren't going to be able to mitigate too much immediately. So it's not good to be using it when it's critical. It's good to use it when they're at half. If they're critical and you have to use it, you have to use it, right? It is what it is. But if there's a situation where you could prefer it, where you could avoid it, right? Ultron isn't like a 0 to 100 healer. He's a preventative healer. He's a shield healer. He uses shields to heal people. Because you can't rely on 30 HP. You can't rely on 35 HP. It's just not going to be enough. Especially for the amount of damage that this game shits out. It's just not going to be enough. Right? So that's one thing. That's when it comes to using the drone. Another thing is your drone placement. I do like your formula. You have sort of like a background thing. But you weren't giving it to your healer as much as you were. And you weren't giving it to the tank as much as you were. It was on a lot of poke DPS. I saw it on Phoenix quite a bit. And I saw it on Squirrel Girl quite a bit. Here's my mentality, right? There's 3 healers in this match. 3. Oh no, this Deadpool is, sorry, I got the icons confused. Is this healer Deadpool? Let me see. That's DPS Deadpool now. Okay, so there's 2 healers. If there's 2 healers in the match, and you know that you can't heal critical as fast as you can as the other one, don't even bother. If they die, they fucking die. I'm sorry. Learn to position yourself better. That's my mentality. I'm going to heal those who are in good positioning, and I'm going to heal those who are playing, you know, close to the team. Unless they specifically say, hey, I'm using my ultimate, I'm going to dive, can you give me the drone? Absolutely. I'll give you the damage boost. Go crazy. But if you are like the Deadpool who chased the Gambit, I'm sorry, you should not have gone with him. You should have, if you had drone range, sure, give him a drone. But at that point, it's double trouble for you and him. If you chase with him, you're going to be in big trouble. And so the reason why I'm saying that it's, you know, going back to my guide, why I'm saying that I keep one on the healer and I keep one on the tanks is so that A, you generate your ultimate much faster, because those are the 2 targets that people will always be shooting at. People are always going to shoot at tanks because tanks want to take damage. And B, people are always going to shoot supports because people don't want their damage getting healed. So by keeping it passively on those 2 initially, right? I know flyers are for Ultron, it's a big priority too. So I'm not discounting that. But by keeping the drone on them initially, you were already mitigating the damage that they would take, whether it's splash damage, AoE damage, projectile damage, hit scan damage, any kind of damage they're taking, you are immediately healing it with the 30% HP instead of having to turn around and then look at them to heal them. That's trouble. So by doing so, you're allowing your other healer to heal the critical guys, the guys who are in big trouble, right? Because Cloak and Dagger is amazing at burst healing. So if you kept the drone on her, she wouldn't have to look at her feet and give herself the bubble. She would have given somebody else the bubble. She would have given somebody else the wall, you know? That's the whole point of giving the drone preemptively to supports and tanks. It gives them relief from having to use their abilities on themselves, and they could focus on doing extra things while you can also focus on having to look at the enemy. That's the kind of mindset that you should have when it comes to playing as Ultron. I hope I'm not yapping and making no sense. So Yeah, exactly. You want to know your strategy second nature. So that's the whole point. That's the whole point of having the drone automatically on healers and tanks first as a priority. It's so that they don't have to instantly go diamond as Emma. Like, let's say Emma, for example, she's your only tank, so she's frontlining. And if she immediately goes diamond, as soon as she's taking damage, she won't be able to mitigate when the team actually makes it to her. So by having the drone on her, you're already healing her. She can use her shield. She can allow herself to take damage. And then when the fight actually comes to her feet, she'll have her diamond form. Right? It's the same thing. Let's use Thing as an example, or even Hulk as an example. Right? Let's use Thing first, and then we'll go to Hulk. When Thing is fighting frontline and he has a drone, he is going to be generating shield for every punch he does. So he's mitigating damage and you're healing whatever he's already lost in between punches. That means that it's going to take longer for him to be like, oh shit, I have to get out and use my charge to leave. If you gave your drone to Phoenix and not to him, for example, he's going to be leaving a lot sooner. And if he's leaving a lot sooner, that's space that the enemy team is going to take. That's bad. And it's the same thing for your supports. If the drone is on them, there's a lot more time for them to make decisions, to look at the other team, to have relief, to use their abilities elsewhere. And that's the kind of mindset you should have as Ultron. I'm preventing the enemy team from being able to burst, to focus on my guys, while my guys are able to take care of the bigger damage. Ultron, I'm sorry, even if you use your shield, even if you use your whatever, you can't heal, boom, big damage. It's just not possible. So what you should be doing is getting to the stage where you can prevent big damage from happening at all, and when big damage does happen, your other supports can heal that. And that's why it's important for Ultron to use cover, to, dash defensively more often than they can offensively. As much as I love playing Ultron offensively, if your team is getting pressured on, you have to get ready to start, it's like an ebb and flow. It's like, oh, we have the advantage, we have offense, we can keep going. Go, go, go. Keep pressing W, keep moving forward. But as soon as your team lulls and you stay where you are and you wait for the enemy team to come to you, as Ultron, you're in trouble because that's where all the damage comes. It all comes concentrated in. That's why you alleviate that with pressure. You alleviate that with initiative. You alleviate that by being preventative with Ultron. That's how you play as him. That's why you don't use your ultimate when you see everybody critical, because at that point it's too late. They're dead. You're dead next. Or you're dead first and then they're dead next. Right? Extermination. 1, 2, then you start shooting, then you start healing, then you're CC immune. That 1, 2, bam, bam, hella just destroyed you. You know what I mean? So that's why it's good for Ultron to be initiative, to be preventative, to be aggressive, instead of sitting around and being reactive. You don't want to be reactive with Ultron. You want to be proactive. That's why it's good to give your drone to people who are at the front. That's why it's good to give your drone to people who are targets. Like, even instinctively that they're targets. Because if you're DPS, right? If you're DPS, are you going to be damaging the tank, or are you going to be going to the supports to kill them? It's always the supports. It's the hero shooter rule. Kill the supports. And so, what is going on in your mind if your drone is not on your supports? Because you know they're going to be hit first. Who are you healing? What's the point of healing as Ultron, right? Because when you do turn to your supports, your primary fire won't be able to heal them, because it doesn't. Your drone, when you slap it on them, it won't be able to heal them right away. And your shield can only help so much. So, that's kind of the philosophy with playing Ultron. And I do like your formula, right? Flyers, healers, dive DPS, dive tank. It's not bad. It's not wrong either. But I didn't see you apply it in the match all that much. And I mean, your Iron Man swapped immediately too, by the way. So, so yeah. And even in fact, in my Ultron guide, I was able to relate to that. I was in the same map as you. How many times did I die on that map? Zilch. Why? Because I kept my drone on the invis. I saw Torch. I had Torch just like you had Iron Man. And I even said in the live gameplay, I want to give him the drone. I want to give him the drone. But given the way the other team was playing, they had Dive, they had Hulk, they had I don't remember who, but I do remember they had a Hulk and they had characters who were diving with the Hulk. I knew at that point, who are they going to target? They're going to target my supports. So I kept one on Invis and I kept one on the tanks because when the enemy team is diving, who wants to take the damage for that dive? It's your tanks. Your DPS don't want to do it. They get away. Right? Because let's say for example, there's two ways this could happen. If my team gets dived and I'm a poke DPS, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave, I'm going to find a sight line, and I'm going to shoot at the big gap that dive team created and kill their supports. Right? Or I'm going to flank and I'm going to dive their supports. So who's going to be peeling? It should be the DPS, but a lot of the times it's tanks who retreat. Just something to keep in mind for Ultron. So I'm gonna close this off here for now. I have like two other replays to do, but I love talking about Ultron, and you can just keep asking me questions as we go throughout the stream, and then after I do the other two, I can play some games and help get the mindset of Ultron better. But that's kind of how it is, right? And these games, this map essentially had a lot of open air cover. You're very, very lucky that they weren't focusing you too much. Because there are going to be some games where they just don't even let you breathe. Imagine the Gambit, the Bucky, and the Star-Lord just didn't let you breathe. Just imagine. And that's how it's going to be the higher ranks that you go. People see Ultron, they immediately shoot him. Why? Because he's very slow in the air. That's why it's important for you to be close to your team, to be close to cover, and to know where you are and your path to get to where you want to go. I hope that helps. I'm gonna close that for this replay here. Oh, I think my game broke. Now we're gonna go to our next one. This is from, I'm gonna say it's AKA the one. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's a Mr. Fantastic. Okay. They are. Any other characters? No. Not bad at all. Season 6. Okay, description. Mr. Fantastic. I could show a perfect game, but I want to see what I did wrong here. And you won. Okay. Let's see what you did wrong. Let's see what you did wrong together. Oh wait, let me record this. AKA the one. Mr. Fantastic, show a perfect game. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what the bans are because this is GM. Hello. Yeah. Who else? Oh, Torch and Thing. Interesting. Torch in season 6? Is there a Torch main that they know? I don't see one. Interesting. Take a look. You are on offense first. What is your team, my friend? Relatively dive team. You have Hulk, you have Panther, and you have Mantis who can help out, and then you can mitigate being between them. Okay, so far so good. Man, Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is just one of those maps where it's like so good for Mr. Fantastic, but once you get the payload moving, it becomes really difficult to move around it because that payload takes so much space. Not like Midtown where you have a lot of room around the Herbie cart.
Choice between two dooms is not much of a choice at all.
Yep. Even I know if you can elongate to that person up there, the Phoenix up there, I would do it right away. But unfortunately, they pulled back, so the range was just gone. Perfect. Oh, I love that. The quick descended to the ground to get big because you're getting hurt. I love that. Okay, and then, yep. Getting out. Perfect. Okay, so your team is red, so I should look out for red things. Okay, so you hear the Spider-Man. Perfect. Elongate to the support, give them shields. I love it. I love it. Okay, you could have saved Distended there. Personally, I think you could have saved Distended there. I'm recording. I would have saved Distended just to be able to displace the Strange. Because at this point, I would have realized, oh wait, it's a solo tank. Solo tank Strange. So what you could have done was, he has a shield down. I don't think he ever put a shield up in front of you. Yeah. I would have pulled him. I would have pulled him. Get him out of position. I know. It looks like the whole team is on high watch for the Spider-Man, which is good. The less value he gets, the more you can eventually move. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so you're trying to stop the Deadpool who's ulting. Okay, perfectly fine. Nice. Keep it going. I would, at this point, your team has the majority. I would just push all the way. You don't have to stay on the cart. Mr. Fantastic has the privilege of being able to take up space like a tank. The thing is, and I've seen a YouTube video before. I'm not sure if I saw it on, I think I saw it on YouTube. I may have seen it on like Reddit or TikTok or whatever, or Twitter or whatever. But when the cart, when it's by itself, it's moving automatically, right? Let's say that speed is 1. If another person stands on the cart, one person stands on the cart, it goes to 1.67. And then after that, it goes into 1.9. And then after that, it's like even more diminishing returns. So really, to get the most effective speed out of the cart, it's just one person that you need. After that, it becomes more and more redundant. You don't need the person on the cart anymore. So when people say, we need 3 on cart, we need X on this, you don't. You need 1. You need 1 to get the most. Why? Because if one person is on the cart and the rest of the team is taking up space up top, how is the enemy team going to stop the cart from moving if you're fighting up top? You already know this. I'm hoping you already know this. I'm expecting you to already know this when you play as Fanta. So when you already have 3 picks, Strange, Deadpool, Cloak, move up and secure the rest of the zone. Don't even worry about the cart. Don't even worry about the Spider-Man. Fucking just keep the cart moving, you know? That is one early ass portal. Good. Good peels. That's your new target right there. I would have gone a little bit closer, and I would have probably swayed a little bit less for using that distended grip, because you're wiggling, which is fine because you want to make sure you hit, but you missed. You were missing quite a bit, so I would get a little bit closer. And the thing is with Cloak and Dagger, right? Once they do the bubble, for Mr. Fantastic, his damage is going to be negligible. Straight up. It's just going to be negligible. So I would wait. I would like stagger the fight. I would keep the fight for as long as possible until I see Cloak. Because once I see Cloak, then I grab. And this is Dagger. So when I see Cloak, I would grab. Because that's when I know that Cloak is going to use his fade away. And the thing is with Mr. Fantastic, if you grab Cloak before he uses his fade away, if you double grab him and you pull him, you can pull him out of his fade. Instead, you elongated and he got away. You didn't have your distended for it. Nice, you brought him down. Yes, keep fighting. There you go. Well done. This is good so far. This is great.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Those beings appear to be hostile.
Don't let them do this, man.
Spider-Man is gonna have to switch soon. He's not getting much value.
This should limit any damage.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. I thought I saw something. Yeah. Strange is blocking right now. Don't throw out the distended. Even if you want to pull him, don't throw out the distended. I would elongate towards him. I know it sounds like you're putting yourself in trouble, but you have Hulk who's jumping in and out. So by elongating towards him, your Hulk would probably jump forward with you. Or just stay where you are and just keep hitting him. Just break his shield. Because regular Fantastic can't go through shields, but you can break shields. Right? Inflated can go through shields. can pierce through shields. So by using your distended here, unless you want to build your elasticity, I don't really see a reason for you to build your elasticity just yet. I would save it. I would hold it. Okay. Well done. Well done. That was good. That was good.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, I see the vision. I see the vision. I like that. I see the vision. Well done. That was a great ult. Panther stole it from you, but it's a good thing he stole it from you, because if they made it to that cloak and dagger ult, the rest of your hits would not have mattered. Who's that? Who's that? Nice kill. Yes, yes. Nice body block. I love it. Spider-Man, nice. Stop him right where he is. See, that's the issue with Spider-Man, right? Most other characters, when you elongate towards them, that's pretty much it. They're stuck where they are. But Spider-Man, unlike or they fall down like a flyer. But Spider-Man, on the other hand, he just web zips away. He still has the speed. But even if you do want to stop him, which is totally fine, there's nothing wrong with what you did. I would save as much as I could for my supports, so that way they have the shields for when he eventually dives them. I mean, you already have a Mag who's on top of it, you have a Hulk who's on top of it. I'm surprised he's still Spider-Man. And his ultimate didn't even, oh my god! I'm surprised he's still a Spider-Man. Yes. Hey, don't get too eager breaking it, or you might get blown up. Okay, just farm elasticity. Farm elasticity, yeah. Hit everybody. Body block. Keep body blocking. Yes, yes, yes. You're building ult like crazy. Uh-oh. Okay, you have co-op time, so technically you're fine.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Nice kill, nice kill. Making sure that nobody covers your flank. Perfect. Not bad, not bad. I like that target. I like that priority. I like that target priority. Okay. I mean, your team is steamrolling. They're not letting the Spider-Man do fucking anything. So, let's see what you could have done. Like the thing is when I play against the Strange, I elongate as much as I can. Right? Or I do my best to break the shield. Why? Because once he doesn't have his shield, he becomes the easiest tank for you to kill. Now it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to do that because there's a penny, but okay, Spider-Man's holding the cart. He's not holding the cart. I'm not sure what you're doing. What are you doing right now? You're not like committing to anything. At least help out Hulk, help out Mag, give them shields, like move up with the Black Panther. If nobody is at your cart, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're trying to peel for the Spider-Man, but he's not here right now. Move up, move up. There we go. Your team collectively is doing way too good against the Spider-Man, so you don't have to completely stay near the cloak. Because even when you're not there, they're killing him. Who is that on the point? Strange? What is he doing up there? Hey, you need to when you see the vulnerability, immediately go rubber. Yeah, immediately go rubber. There we go, there we go.
Spider-Man!
See, even when Spider-Man ults, like, your team is completely fine. So, honestly, like, at that point, I'm thinking in my head, I don't have to help out up back there. I can now go forward. And it's a good thing to go forward, too, because, I mean, think about it. Okay, I want you to think about this. If your team is peeling, what's a way to make sure that the other team doesn't, you know, damage your supports as well? It's by making sure they don't even get there. And Mr. Fantastic is really good at making sure, or like at least substituting tanking for the front line.
We've been discovered.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Exiled. When he's exiled, as soon as he is out of it, distend him. Immediately, as soon as he's done exile, you want to double stun. You want to double dip on the stuns. Because he's standing still. He's standing still. It's a free target, you know? Okay, both Cloak and Dagger ults are used. Okay, okay. An alt dump fest. I would just keep elongating. You want to use when it's a small target, you want to use Descended Grip when you're as close as possible. Now, people say, yeah, there's an animation cancel with Descended Grip. Yes, there is. But you want to do it when you're very close because your arms are projectiles. They're not, it's not melee. People say Fantastic is melee because he's using his hand and he's hitting people. But your hands work as projectiles. Melee is Wolverine, is Blade, you know? Is magic. Fantastic, you're not necessarily melee. You're kind of like Venom in a way. You know what I mean? So when you want to use your Distended Grip to grab somebody, you have to think of it as throwing a pull, throwing a chain that hooks people like a Roadhog. That's kind of what it's like. Bucky's hook in a sense, although that one is a little bit easier than Fantastic's one. You know what I mean? So you want to do it close. So either you elongate, close the gap, then Distended Grip, or you are very close to the melee. You hit, instantly grab them.
By the eye of
Okay. There's a Cloak to your left who's completely, like, alone. Okay, go back to your team. That's totally fine. If you are going to decide, I want to fight this tank, you need to get inflated as soon as possible. So elongate, distend the ground like you did in the beginning, and then go inflated and punch the Strange. That's why it's easy to fight Strange. That's why I said you either break his shield or you go elongated so you can get inflated quick. Because while Strange has his shield up, he can't do anything to you too, but you can do something to him. And even if he does start attacking you, you have a lot more HP because when you go inflated, you're back up to 800, 775. You know what I mean? You have more health than him. Oh. I mean, yeah, the pull isn't gonna go anywhere in this part of the map, so I don't even know what Spider-Man is trying to accomplish.
Only 60 seconds left.
Don't grab. I would not have grabbed. I would have just elongated. So when they're that far back, just leave. When they're that far back, just leave.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
The reason why you want to just leave is because A, she's ranged. She could technically sorry, I'm stuttering. She could technically just stand there and shoot at her team, but by leaving sooner, she also leaves sooner. That means that you could go back to your team, get healed, and then get back into her and push her back away. And remember, the reason why I'm saying elongate a lot more often, it isn't like, oh, I prefer left over I prefer right. Elongation gives you shield. So if you're going to be fighting somebody in melee, and you want to get to inflated, the safest way to do that is to use your elongation first. That way you have a lot more shields.
30 seconds.
I don't know what your Jeff is doing. Not bad, Jeff.
Final 10 seconds.
So your new target? That's it, that's it, that's it.
Us against the world.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Now you're on overtime. Don't ult just yet. Don't ult just yet. Don't ult just yet. I don't think you're gonna be able to make it through the portal. It's been long enough. Yeah. That's really unfortunate, though. I would have.
There's still more work to be done.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. So the reason why I said don't ult yet, I was hoping you could use the portal and then you could get back in. Fuck, the replay broke. Talking so much, my throat. I think the replay broke. When it swaps around and it goes slow-mo, that's when it kind of just... Where were we? Right here. Another F7. Perfect. So the reason why I said don't ult right away is because A, their cloak had her ultimate, and B, they had spider nest. So you would have taken damage from both every time you hit the ground, and I believe your healers were already down anyways. So it wouldn't have gotten much value. Granted, this is convoy, it's the end of the round. If you weren't going to be able to make it through the portal when you die, just use it. You never know what you might get out of it. But if you could have done it sooner, I also would have done it sooner. When did you get it? It's just unfortunate timing because Mr. Fantastic, his ultimate just doesn't really achieve much. If you were Bucky, I would have said, let it rip, let it rip, let it rip. Hell, if you were Star-Lord or Punisher, I would have said, do it. Moon Knight, Magic even. But Mr. Fantastic's ultimate, it just won't be able to achieve much in this area, unfortunately. Especially with the portal blocking your way down. Yeah, I would have been stuck not being able to use it E2. I would have been stuck not being able to use it.
It's spider time!
There's still more work to be done.
I would say use it as early as possible.
Current score is
Maybe forcing the Cloak and Dagger ult to come out sooner. That way it wasn't in tandem with the Spider ult.
time to switch
But it is what
things
it
up,
is.
including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Let's get you sorted. Your team has a penny. I personally wouldn't put a penny there, but
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I want to see how close you'll be playing with the Hulk because this is where Mr. Fantastic
Vehicle to
thrives.
its destination.
Defense more than offense. You looking for a flanker? You are. I feel like your team is giving up way too much space by focusing on a flanker or a diver. You're giving up way too much by being like looking at this Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man is very strong and yes, he can get kills, but your team has a penny. They should be playing in the mines. Be playing in the nest. They should make Spider-Man scared to dive them. Because by you and Hulk constantly jumping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, your supports won't be able to look at the penny who's going to be stuck up front. Very good, very good. Yo, your Hulk is tearing this Spider-Man apart, bro. But do you see what I'm saying? And he's gonna be left alone up top. Yes, go for the sports. Yes, 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 yes. Where's BP? Come on, BP. There we go. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Your Hulk is destroying the Spider-Man, man.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Yeah, don't get caught. Don't get caught. This is what I mean by focusing on the dive too much. When you focus on the dive too much, the rest of the team is gonna take up all that space.
There we are.
Yeah, your Hulk is doing way too good of a job against this Spider-Man.
Does have its benefits, Bruce.
Us against the world.
Now this is where Fantastic gets in trouble. Why it's like... Okay, you're fine.
Don't mind me or anything.
What a relief.
True team.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Not bad. Good ults.
Fire mode.
I wouldn't focus on the... Yeah, I wouldn't focus on the Cloak and Dagger too much because they'll immediately end your ults early. Alright. Ooh. Nice. Very good.
You have brought shame upon yourself.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Your team is killing it right now. Your Hulk is killing it against the Spider-Man.
In the front.
Thanks for the shield.
Just make sure you don't get caught by Thor. Then you'll be in big trouble.
I am ready to
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
I'm ready to put on the show. That's their Luna who ulted. Now your team there. Not bad, not bad. Focus, focus the Emma.
Behold the God of Thunder!
You're doing a great job at healing, because Thor is not here for the team. Fortunately, though, Thor is really good at bursting people down. But you can get that revenge, though. Get that lick back.
I've got yours. Only 6
Oh, your Loki copied Penny? That is so tragic.
seconds left.
You can stall here. You can stall here. Don't play aggressive, though. I know you're gonna get caught here. Yeah, you could have stalled safely from the cart. You didn't have to play aggressive. The reason why BP is allowed to do that is because he can get out easily. You can't get out easily unless there's somebody else who can get out easily, like Hulk with you. If there's nobody with you and you're just in the back line, you're stuck there. You're gonna get in big trouble.
You have brought shame
I'm hurt.
Your god
Yeah, see, like let BP do that.
I'm more resilient than you think.
Down to
What you
30
could have done was
seconds.
just safely hold the cart for the team and be healed, like substitute tank basically.
Us against the world. Almost there. Don't turn back now. Fire mode.
Stay in your Cloak and Dagger ult. Stay in your Cloak and Dagger ult. Oh no, it's not yours.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Nice work. Kill the Thor, kill the Thor. Very nice. Very good.
Certainly not the outcome I
Are they gonna portal? Oh. Okay, so one of the most important things is knowing when to do what. As Mr. Fantastic, right? And in this map, you were healing exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. But there are times when healing is less advantageous than pushing the front line. And it's also on the supports to be close to the team so that peeling becomes less effective. That way your Hulk, you, you know, your Black Panther, your Penny can all react faster. The closer they are, the faster they can react. The further away everybody is, the more time you're spending leaving the point, babysitting the backline, and then going back. But then by the time you go back, now you're fighting the rest of the team. You can be in big trouble, right? And then there's also times where you're in the front line and you're not achieving much value. At that point, it's preferable for you to pull back. Remember, you're defending. The enemy has to come to you. There is advantage in pushing them and keeping space, absolutely. But when you're losing lives, you lost your Penny at that point, you lost your Hulk, it was just you, Panther, and Loki, who's on the cart. It was much more advantageous for you to stay on the cart and keep the cart not moving. When you died back there solo, BP was able to leave. He's allowed to do that, not you, because if you don't have anybody who's near you, you're going to be in big trouble, right? So it's important to know when to do what. I mean, your peeling was like fantastic. Pun intended. But at the same time, your ultimate wasn't able to get much value other than that, like the one time you did it offensively against the Strange, where you baited the Cloak and Dagger ult and you and the Panther ulted the team. That's when Fantastic ult is really good. Can it be used defensively? Yes, you used it at the end pretty well to kind of give damage to everybody and to slow them down. But when you were like on offense at the last point, it would have been more advantageous for you to just stay being offense. Just stay being offense instead of looking back and peeling back. Just stay being offense. Attack the DPS, attack the supports. That's who Mr. Fantastic is really good at. Can you fight tanks? Yes. Can you survive against tanks? Yes. Can you defeat tanks? Not really. Not really as Mr. Fantastic. So it's important to be able to isolate the DPS who are trying to do something when you're on attack. And it's important to get the supports when you have the space to get the supports. So I think you were peeling a little too much and that lowered your effectiveness or your offensiveness. And then at times when you needed to be peeling, you were playing offensive. So I think being able to balance between the two is what's important for you right now, for Mr. I mean, let's take a look at your stats. 21k damage blocked. That's pretty dang good. 22k damage. That's expected for Mr. Fantastic. You're always dealing the most amount of damage. Unless there's a Squirrel Girl or a Moon Knight on the team, you're always going to be dealing the most amount of damage. So yeah. So you said I could show a perfect game, but I want to see what I did. What you did wrong here, I would say, is you prioritized peeling a little too much. And then when you didn't need to peel, you weren't peeling. So it's just a matter of changing your playstyle and being able to adjust in moment-to-moment gameplay. But overall, like it's amazing. Another thing is that game I wasn't really able to see how you sort of 1v1 what you do against certain characters, like what you do in a matchup, right? It was pretty fast. It was pretty short. But I hope I was able to give you as much advice as I could. Right, guys, that is the second VOD review for the day. I need to drink this water. It's killing me. Whew. Whew. Throat is on fire. Okay. We have one last VOD review. This one's gonna be fun. Let's see. We have one last VOD review. This is from... Let me start recording. So we have one last VOD review. This is from Brickmon. This is a Celestial 3 game where they... Okay, so they portaled. It's a pretty solid Mr. Fantastic gameplay of mine. We struggled a bit first round, but we still managed to win the game. I even got to use the new team up second round, switched to Venom once to touch, and also Strange once to portal. Would love to know what you think about my Mr. Fantastic play. Let's dive into it. Oh, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Here. Okay. Rickmon, fantastic, Mr. Fantastic. Let's see the bands. Animated. Okay, you love to see it. All right. Elsa, yes. Phoenix, yes. Wolverine? Okay. Yeah, I could see it. With his ult buff? Yeah, I could see it. Hella? Okay. So Gambit made it through. And Hawkeye made it through. But I don't think anybody's going to be playing Hawkeye. So let's see. All teams are more or less set. Low-key Gambits. Gambit Invis. Oh my god. Oh, where are you? You are F4.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I'm used to fighting on the streets, across all space and time.
Right. Angela. I love it when I play against an Angela because that's immediately who I'm going to elongate towards too. Immediately. I am going to make sure she never gets off the fucking ground. And I'm very surprised you didn't hear her. She's directly on top of you. Okay. That is why I never let Angela ever, I never let her go. And the good thing is she's the loudest character in the game, so let the tank stay up front. Let the tank stay up front. You have the advantage of being able to substitute tank elsewhere. You know, because Angela's already done this. She's going to try and find another off angle and pull you back into... You know she's going to do that. You know she's going to do that. So why are you back there again? She wants to do it. And that's why you elongate towards her. It's to stop her from doing that. There you go.
You never fail to impress me, Reed.
I know you already have 2 tanks. So the most you should do is be behind them and give them shields if you can spare it. Or make sure that nobody gets past them who can get past them. Like Angela, for example.
I have a shield, but no complaints.
So crazy. The magic is just hiding there. You can barely even see her. Give him some shield. Yeah, give him some help. I mean, this is why, right? This is why you want to use. You want to make sure that you're always focusing on the end. That's bad. That is bad. That is not good. See, that's why I stressed earlier. I know you wanted to help the Magneto, and there's nothing wrong with helping him, but at some point you gotta let him die. You know, for the greater good of the team, you gotta let some people die. You know, like the Superman meme where his dad is just like in the storm. No, sometimes let him die. When I am playing as Mr. Fantastic and I have 2 tanks, I do my best to make sure that I'm standing behind the 2 tanks. So, that's like the #1 thing. Why? Because anybody who gets past them, now it's your job to make sure. And it allows you to peel. You can peel for the tanks or you can peel for the supports. You put yourself right in the middle, you become the most flexible person. Pun intended also.
I'm not ready.
Now you have to try Venom, right? Because there's no Strange died second last. He's still fighting. Nice rollout. I won't critique Venom too much because I'm not the best Venom yet. You're doing well. You're weaving the melee into it as much as you can. Ooh, ooh, you did the best that you could. Your team seems to be winning now.
Not cool sneaking up on us, strange.
Enemy portal?
I accept this.
Yeah, it is the enemy portal.
Improvement. Damn, ahead. Found them.
When, like, oh, it gives music. That's cute. So, and if you ever watch any of my stream VODs or if you watch any of the footage that I've uploaded in the past, when it comes to going up against Angela, you always want to single her out. The supports that the enemy team has are way too much for Mr. Fantastic to 1v1. You know, if it was Mantis, if it was Adam, if it was, you know, either or, fine. But it's Loki and Gambit. It's just too much for Mr. Fantastic to like 1v1 and keep them isolated. But at that point, what you want to do is you want to deny the enemy team from being able to use their tools. The best way to do that is to keep them grounded, is to keep them constantly bounced on. Angela never flies, you know? Magic never gets to dash or reach the enemy team, you know? You pull Emma, you pull Doctor Strange, you pull Angela. That's what you want to do. You want to disrupt as much as possible. If the enemy team is playing characters that you can't easily kill right away, you want to disrupt as possible. Change your playstyle to disruption. Change your playstyle to peeling. Whichever one needs the, you know what I mean? Precedent. Gambit never folds. There's not much critique I could give when that guy ults. I'm sorry, you're dead.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
You have my gratitude.
By doing the elongation, you broke the... That's funny. Oh, Loki broke it. Never mind. You hear her, though. You hear her. That's like your number one target. That's fantastic. Number one is Angela. Making sure Angela never gets near anybody. Force her to switch. Force her to switch. Every time. I would ult this. I would ult this. I would ult this, but your Moon Knight already ulted, so then your team would have double ulted. You know what? It's fine. Nice little twirl.
Protection is always welcome.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let him die. Let him die. He went all the way up there and asked for it. Let him die. Back up. Yeah, back up. You're already, the cart has already stopped. You don't need to stand on it. I don't know what the point of that distended grip was for. I really don't. I don't think it was worth it either. It's Angela. She's a moving target. You have to make sure that you elongate towards her and then grab her. Because she can even if you elongate towards her, she can block. She can block. So that blocks away your distended grip. So now you're in trouble. So now you've inflated. But for what purpose? Your Doctor Strange is blocking damage. You're moving faster, yes. So you're able to rotate back to your team faster, sure. But you could also just elongate back to your team. Give whoever you're elongating to shields, and you're back there. Reposition. Elongation is as much a movement tool as it is an anti-dive tool, as much as it is a shielding tool. It's like the perfect thing for Mr. Fantastic. It's the thing that you should be using the most for Mr. Fantastic.
Let me return the favor.
Okay. Yes, good. I think you're going a little too far. I think you're a little too far for your team. A little too far. You want to stay you want to stay with your team. I think you're going a little too far. I think when you went to here, I'll show you. Good. This is good. I would have stopped right there. And I would have gone back to these guys. Because by going all the way over here, first of all, Magic can use her disc, and boom, your ultimate stops right there. Gambit could dash. That dash is not slowed. It's not like Captain America's dash, but it's still like a dash, right? They could have escaped you. And even if you do continually ult them, Gambit could still heal through everything. Magic can get shield through everything by throwing a minion at you, or by hitting you, or by twirling at you, you know, by using a disc and hitting you. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't have been able to kill any of them because they would have escaped you. So now you're far away from your team, you're at low HP. How are you gonna get back? I would have stayed there. I would have stayed there. You're F4, I believe.
Again! Again! Again!
There's still more work to be
I feel like so far the 2 deaths that you had, not the Venom one, but the one with Magneto in the beginning and the one just now could have been avoided if you had retreated to your team sooner. Mr. Fantastic thrives on being with the team. He does not thrive on being a health pack hunter. He's not a health pack hunter. He doesn't have the movement for that. You need to be close to allies to elongate them. They get shield, you get movement, you get shield. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you play as Mr. Fantastic. I would never distend first. Never distend first. Elongate. Bring her down to the ground. Hit her. Is she blocking? Is she not blocking? Hit her again, then distend it. You have to judge your abilities on who you're fighting and how you're going to fight them. If you distend her, all she does is put her shield up, like she's doing now, and you won't do anything. But if you distend, then you're close to her. And if you're close to her, she'll be you can fight her back. You can fight back against her. You can elongate again. Make sure she falls to the ground. You could pull her then you could pull her, right? Then you could punch her easier. Jesus Christ, didn't they just use this? This is how you want to fight her. You make her stuck. You make her stuck. That's exactly what I mean by elongating towards her. You make her stuck and you bring her down to the ground. That's what you want to do as Mr. Fantastic. I don't see the reason why you're distending. Like, you're just like, it's not going anywhere. I don't see a purpose behind it. Like, you did it, you aimed it at the Emma, but like, you had elongation. You could have went towards her and then pulled her, but she was diamond, I think? I can't tell, you're swinging a little too much. Now she's diamond, but she wasn't diamond before. So imagine you elongated towards her, and then you pulled her towards your team. You would have been in big trouble. Watch your positioning, watch your positioning. When you body block, you don't want to get caught between a wall and the payload or an objective or whatever. You want to have a through line to your team, so that if you do ever go too far, or if you get stuck, they can see you. That's what we're talking about! That's why I said you want to elongate towards her, punch her, and then distend it. That's how you fight Angela. When the shield goes down, then you elongate towards her again. Come on, you gotta keep her on the ground. That's how it works. How you fight Angela. Now beat this guy up. Beat him up. That's what I'm talking about. You're dead anyways, but that's what I'm talking about. yeah, like Denzel. I'm leaving here with something.
There's still more work to be done.
Oh man.
It's now or
That's good though. That's exactly how you fight Angela, man. That's exactly how you fight her. You annoy her to the point where she has to switch because she's just not getting any value. That's how you torment her. When you're playing Thing, when you're playing Fantastic, when you're playing Hulk and you're going up against an Angela, you torment her so she can switch. Because the amount of space she creates, the amount of pull that she does, it's like a mini Glartrox every single fight. And you know, she was the Glartrox before Glartrox. And for those who don't know what that is, that's the Emma, that's the Elsa ult, for example. Nice, so you have the Gambit ult. Find somebody. Hold on, slow down. Find somebody and destroy them. Granted, it's a counter Gambit ult too, so at this point it's a moot point. Everything just reset back to 0. So Okay, I was literally about to say what you were gonna do, so keep going. Very good. I know it felt so useless to not do anything. But trust me, you achieved something. What did you achieve? The supports were healing each other and the payload wasn't moving. You're giving your team time to not stagger. You're also making sure that they respawn and that you can have one last chance to defend the payload. Even if all 3 are stacked on it, all 4, all 5, all 6 are stacked on it and it's moving, you're giving them time. I do this all the time. Even if you're staggering your own life, you're giving the rest of your team one last chance at a fight.
Don't give them another inch.
Again!
But I just fucking saw the gambit. Low-key gambit. Oh, man. Okay, but you do have to get on cart. You do have to get on cart. That is tragic. Nah, that is tragic. Momentum is definitely on their side. Very unfortunate, but momentum is on their side.
0, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch.
So yeah, one thing for that defense, I would say positioning was one of them. You want to be behind the tanks, but in front of the other DPS and the supports. That way you have flexibility to go between frontlining, helping with the frontline, helping with the peel, isolating any DPS who try to flank, things like that, right? It gives you the perfect bouncing point between anything. There's so many puns for Mr. Fantastic. It's annoying. And Angela, like it's like a bull seeing a red cape. Just go at her every single time. Oh, nice. So now you have the team up. Let's see how you use it. I made a video on this, so let's see how you use it. For those who are watching this video, I'm doing the VOD review the day after I uploaded the video on the team up. I don't know when this one's going to be uploaded. It's going to be a minute. Okay, you're standing in front of both shields. Elongate. Your punch isn't gonna go anywhere. Elongate. The Deadpool is right there. He's like one of the easiest people to fight as Mr. Fantastic. In fact, I said before, you know, it's gonna be hard to survive a tank. You know, you can survive a tank. You can't defeat a tank. You can defeat Deadpool fucking easily as Mr. Fantastic. He only has 500 HP. You can grow up to 800 and then go back to 375, and with shields, you can beat him. But when you're standing normal Fantastic in front of 2 shields, don't punch. Unless it's Doctor Strange, don't punch. Elongate. Just go through it. Or go past it. I love this. I love this. Nice, nice, nice. Magnetos, they always give you the bubble when you go rubber. I hate it. Nice. I love that. I love that little flick. Yes, body block. No, 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 no. You know, the team is all there. Yeah. What is your cap doing? Your team is still regrouping. Very good. Elongate, elongate. You used, okay, so this is where I noticed, this is where like your old mindset was. Right? The thing is, when you use a team up, you're not automatic anymore. So you could have just inflated right there if you wanted the shield. You didn't have to distend and hit the ground. Do you see what I mean? I know the team up just came out, so obviously like the what's the word? The instinct, the muscle memory is not there yet. But look, You did that just to go elongated. I could tell. Because in this mode, it doesn't matter what elasticity you have. Unless you want to go inflated, drop it, and then when the team up finishes, go inflated again. That's the only time you want to manage elasticity above 100. That's the only time. Any time after that, it doesn't matter in the team up. So, like, using the distended grip right there had no value. You could have at least pulled the Emma, who was attacking your... You see the crystal literally coming out of the Magneto. Like, she's gonna burst him.
The moon haunts you.
This is why I love the team up. Yes, sir. But, I mean, there's nobody with your team with you. It's just you and the Magneto. And he gave you the bubble before.
The moon. The moon haunts you.
He didn't give you the bubble before, but maybe he gave it to the Bucky who died? Whatever. It don't matter. You died. No. Honestly, even I die like that sometimes. Sometimes your team just won't help you. It is what it is. Plus it was already a 5v6. Cap died. I would have just stayed at the bottom of the road. Even though there was that tantalizing kill you could have gotten. Big foe. Yeah, the thing is though, when you are... Yeah, that's fine. The thing is though, you were already at 65. So you had 10 seconds, which A, is longer than any of your cooldowns, right? Distended grip, elongation, they're all 6 seconds. So you could easily get to above 100 if you need to. And remember, the thing is, I don't want to use, me personally, with the team up, I don't want to use inflated in the team up for very long. Because it drains 16 per second elasticity when you are inflated during the team up. That's a lot. That is a lot of elasticity that you're losing. That's faster than your decay, normally, outside of the team up. Everybody knows, anybody who plays Fantastic knows, having 100 elasticity is good for when you're in a big fight and you know you're about to take a lot of damage. So instead of using the distended grip that you did back there, let me... And I could tell it was a bit of a muscle memory. Instead of using that, I would have punched a little bit more and elongated towards the mag. And the reason why you want to use elongation as much as possible is because it gives shields. It gives shields. That means you stay longer in the fight. That's gonna work more reliably than you trying to manage animation and canceling the inflated into normal into inflated again. Like, that's too much work. Instead, just use your inflated, your elongation. Damn though, that mag really left you out to dry. No, but it was already a losing situation. You lost your cap, and your Bucky died while you were getting onto the point. Your mag ulted, and they didn't get much.
A shield? Well, okay.
Now you have a Moon Knight.
To play with Khonshu's toys.
Yeah. Sometimes though, sometimes, yeah, no, it's fine. The thing is though, you can't really escape in that situation because your mag wasn't able to leave either. So sometimes, instead of just going in and elongating and getting into the mix, use the team up to stay normal and just keep hitting everybody. Parse through all that damage. Just keep hitting everybody. Keep hitting everybody. Because even, like, the difference between regular and inflated damage is not that big of an escalation. It really isn't. Like, let's take a look at Mr. Fantastic's... if I remember off the top of my head, it's like 75-85, right? 65-85? So 65 on normal, and then when you're in elastic, it's 80. So it's only 15 damage more. So it's not much. Yes, you could get more HP, but you also get targeted less when you're behind. I would have just, it's best to just constantly deal damage from afar, as far as Mr. Fantastic can go, elongate to your teammates so that you have more HP, they have more HP, and then eventually, as you whittle them down and you see that opening, then you go in.
Your powers are mine!
Oh, he dashed. What is this Gambit doing? Nice, nice, nice. Nice, perfect. Nice, let's go. Yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, no, when you're fighting shield characters that are, when you're fighting shield characters, just elongate so you can get past the shield. Doctor Strange, Deadpool, Emma, you know, even Magneto, elongate so you can get past the shield and you still deal damage and you get shields and they get slowed. It's just better because if you're punching a shield, I mean, the only one whose shield really matters in that sense is Doctor Strange's. Because that's less, especially now with the nerf that he got in season 6.5, that's less time that he'll have his shield and more time you could hit him. Perfect. And I'm pretty sure using an MMO mouse. Right? I believe you were talking earlier. Was it you who was talking about using an MMO mouse?
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Having all your abilities on the numpad is pretty interesting.
What a relief. Get up. I'm not done.
Take some initiative. Take some space. They're respecting you. Help Mag. Help Mag. Very good. Very good. That's why. That's why. That's why I say to elongate when you see a shield. Because you can get past the shield. Now, if Mag didn't kill her, you would have killed her. I'm very surprised Mag didn't target the other supports. I would go back. I would go back. That's great. Loki wasted that? That's great. Nice job finding them. Okay. If Emma Frost ever does this to you, where she grabs you and she has the crystal, stand in front of the crystal. Stand in front of the crystal, either as rubber or as your inflated mode. Stand in front of the crystal. You're denying her damage, you're denying her ult charge, and you're denying her destroying your HP. Do you see how like it just chipped straight down to 280? If you stood in front of it, your inflated would have taken the HP and you would have been healed up to 275, and she wouldn't have been able to do anything to you.
The moon haunts you.
This would be a perfect time to ult. Be a perfect time to ult.
The moon haunts you.
You're in danger. Your team is all over the place. This is a good time to ult. Okay, so okay. Oh, nice. Oh, the VFX. There you go. There you go. No. You just canceled yourself out of an early kill. You still got him, but there's no point in distending from that range. Not good.
What I despise outside us more.
Deadpool's not gonna touch? Very good.
Its vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I feel like you're breaking your wrist turning around like that crazy. There's a certain amount of like there's like a parabola between like not turning around long enough and turning around too much and then turning around the perfect speed so that you could get kills. Don't go too fast. Very good. Very good. Very good. And then you go inflate it afterwards. Oh, this is perfect. Yo, Mag is always stealing your damn kills. What did he want with that Emma? There's all these people up there. That was unfortunate. I would say if you get hooked by Bucky and you don't have your rubber, you have two choices: die fast fighting him, or see if there's anybody behind you you could go toward. I don't think there was at the time. Magic ulted. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate. Also, Bucky. No. There's a much more smoother way of doing it. You don't have to go too fast.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
Also, like, the faster you go, like, the less... Oh, no. Is Gambit not gonna include you? I was gonna say, the faster you go, the less chances you are gonna register those hits. You'll hear the hit markers, but you just won't get damage. It's just gonna be like his season... Until season 4? Did it got changed? Or buffed? Or fixed? I don't remember what season it was. I think it was 3 or 4.
Once I am free,
Gambit never falls!
Man, he does it when the Mag dies? Come on!
So close. This is your big chance.
What is Mag doing all the way up there anyways?
One for me.
Oh my god. This is... Bucky, I mean, yeah, you'll kill him. You can kill this guy though. You have 2 elongations. Hurry, use all of them. Okay, get out of danger. Nice. Good. You hear that magic behind you. Okay. I wouldn't distend. The further distended is, the less accurate it's gonna be. You wanna do it as close as you can. Or at least in an area where you aren't jumping so much and they aren't, like, the terrain isn't too, like, uneven. Ah, no, your punch missed. That would have killed. Okay, you got the gambit though. That's unfortunate. They triple support, or they just have it invis now? Okay, they just have it invis now.
Only 60 seconds left.
I won't rest until this is solved.
Eyeball. An extra layer of armor.
Feeling fantastic.
All right, beyond all limits. Fantastically elastic. Man, it's so like devastating how futile it feels to go against the enemy team when they gambit ult. Especially as Mr. Fantastic, because any support ult, and it's like all your usefulness is out the window. So at that point, what do? You can't even isolate anybody out. At least with Cloak and Dagger ult and like Invis ult, for example, and even Luna ults to a degree. You can pull them out. You can take away the line of sight. So when you're going up against Gambit though, and he actually gets everybody, at that point it's like, yeah, it's just a nightmare. This is good. This is perfect for you. Well, it was perfect for you. There you go. That's what I mean when I tell you to use distended close quarters. You don't want to use it far. Remember, it's a projectile move that has travel time, and it's much slower than something like Bucky's hook, for example.
I'll never forgive myself for this, Susan.
I would honestly, yes, I was just about to say, I would just ult that guy. Like, fuck that. Yeah. Didn't work out, but Yeah, I would have kept it on the Bucky instead of the Magic, because Magic, don't forget, Magic can teleport. And if you hit her while she's teleporting, your ult's gone. Perfect. Yes. Yes! That's how you fight with distended grip. Big damage. Good work. Good work. Nice work. Nice work. Yeah, yeah. Block that shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Good job. Let's go ahead and skip 2, because I believe you have less time, so you're gonna be on attack again.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Right.
There's a god living in my head.
Don't know why Magic did that, but she low-key exposed herself. Now you know to watch out for the flank. Although you do have a cap, so we'll see what she does regarding that.
Know what to think.
My voice is cracking. I've been talking for like non-stop for the past 3 hours, I think. Almost 3 hours. I haven't eaten anything yet. I love that. I love that. Now they have 2 tanks. Elongate, elongate. Slow them down. Slow them down. Yes. Oh, okay. That's good though. That's good though. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Nice bubble. Nice bubble, man. At this point, now you should be targeting the supports. Now you should be targeting them. Don't worry about the tanks. Now you target the supports. Okay, she grabbed you. Target her. Ooh, nice flick. Oh. Okay, just, I know you probably know this, but for anybody else who's watching, Mr. Fantastic can't punch through portals.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Yep, get that movement speed. Alright, alright. Play aggressive, play aggressive. Play aggressive. Ult this, ult this, ult this. Ult this, ult this. Oh, that's a little too late, man. A little too late to use your ultimate. It's important to ult when you had the, I believe you had rocket boost nearby. Yeah, you see that? Ult! Ult! Fanta's ult does no damage! It does no damage! So when you have something that boosts it by 40%, ult! Oh, just let it rip! Let it rip! Hit as many as you can! This is overtime! This is, I need to push the cart as much as I can! Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. It's just really unfortunate.
Score is 4, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to
But you do win this game, so let's see how well you play your defense. Hopefully you won't make the same mistakes as the first round, but there isn't an Angela, so...
The battle starts in 5, 4,
And you're solo tanking.
3,
I'm not sure
2,
what your other
1.
player is doing.
You have to
You always
stop
have that
the
one player, you know?
missionary.
Who just does whatever they want in a match.
Feeling fantastic.
Swipe, swipe, swipe. Swiper, no swiping. You know what they should do? They should make the ult jump a little slower. You know what they should do? They should make the ult so that it's like Hulk's jump. And you choose how much distance you want to do each time. And the higher you go, the more damage you deal at the bottom. I don't know. I don't know, but his ultimate needs a rework because right now, Star-Lord, Wolverine, fucking Moon Knight, Squirrel Girl, Phoenix, they all get his ult faster than him, and their ults are fucking ridiculous. And his ult does what? 75 damage and then plus 14 for 5 more hits? What is this? We're trying to get our support ult before the enemy so we didn't attack here? Okay, that's totally fine. But you're also taking damage, even if you're not attacking. Which means you're charging their DPS ults. I think personally, that level of gameplay, I don't know. I'm gonna withhold that thought. I'm gonna withhold that thought because I haven't really thought about that too much. That thought because I haven't thought about it too much.
Wait, isn't he the guy who was supposed to solve all this?
I mean, even if you didn't attack, you could have at least like fought back there. I think there's a limit to. Very good. I think there's a limit. There's a limit to how much you should tolerate in terms of, you know, not letting them charge their support ults. Yes, they're absolutely running the meta. They're running low-key gambits, and it's pretty damn good. But at the same time, it's like you still need to push them back. Ooh, nice job. You get that? Oh, you saw the gambit though. Come on now, you saw the gambit. Nice kill. Nice kill. Yeah, there's certain things in the replay that I just don't see. So things like pings, communication, you know, etc. So at most, the best that I could do is critique what I see.
Better put this to good use.
Yeah, break the demon whenever you can as well.
Vengeance is mine.
It's extra health for her that you didn't have to give her.
Only 60 seconds left.
It looks like she's trying to get support ults for her team. Oh, the hook barely got you. Oh, that's so clutch.
Armed and dangerous. Again.
Nice reflex. Nice reaction. Unfortunate, but you know.
Hey, Dee, enjoy the amplifier. Your powers are mine.
Come on, Moon Knight. Oh, so close. Portal? Yeah. Lost your ultimate, unfortunately.
I'm opening a portal.
The final 10 seconds.
Pentagram.
I don't think that's gonna make it. Yeah, it's too far.
I am strengthened for battle. Enemy in front of us.
Oh, you can get her though.
Fighting until we have a winner.
Ah.
You need to stop that vehicle in its
I purge the darkness.
This isn't really fantastic gameplay, but no, it's the rush.
Better stop that vehicle.
Okay, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that as strange. Why? Because your shield won't be able to regenerate as much as possible. So to explain it better, when you put your shield away, there's like a second, I think like a second, like some arbitrary amount of time. Let me see. Actually, I have it up here. To 60 per second. Delayed recovery after release is 1. So after 1 second, it recovers 60, and this got nerfed, so it used to be more, and now it's 60. So every time you're popping it, boom, 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 it's taking damage, and you're bringing it back shorter than the 1 second time it takes for it to start recovering HP. Which means every shield that you're bringing is just shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and then when you actually need your shield, you don't have any. Granted, though, this is overtime, so you just want to get in there and fucking kill everybody. So it's just something to keep in the back of your mind. I would ult here. Yeah, stunner. There you go. Nice win. Nice win. And they had more time too. That's crazy. Nice job. So that's pretty much I'd say overall working on your positioning is for one, and your target priority is another, right? The team up allows you to manage your elasticity at a level that we never got access to before, but that doesn't mean that we can just use it to go inflated whenever we want. Right? Yes, we can double dip on inflated, and yes, we could use it to, you know, heal ourselves twice over. Sure, that's a possibility. That's something that you could do. But if you focus on that, you're denying yourself the opportunity to do other things. For example, it's manipulating you to go further into the enemy team, right? Because it doesn't have as much range as regular Fantastic. It's manipulating you to go further, or not manipulate, influencing you to go further into the back line so that you can go inflated and hit more and get HP and then go big again and then hit more. But that puts you in trouble. You're going up against Bucky, you're going up against Gambit, you're going up against Emma. You're going up against heroes who can anti-heal you, stun you, CC you, grab you. That's dangerous. Even if you can inflate your HP, that's still dangerous. You can get blown up in an instant. So when you're at a situation like that and you're like, damn, I really want to get in there, I really want to get kills, don't do it. Don't do it right away. You know, don't do it right away. Try and like whittle them down as much as you can. And then when you know you can go in for the kill, then when you know your inflated will stand the test of the fight, then you go in. But until then, just hold out, just kind of elongate to your team, swipe, hit as much people as you can, and then go for it. Then go for it. But if you go for it as soon as possible, you're going to be in big trouble. And another thing, when it comes to using your ultimates, using Mr. Fantastic ultimate, you want to use it near the team, and you want to use it when you have as much resources as possible. You don't want to use it when you're losing. You don't want to use it when you're on defense. You don't want to use it when I say defense, I don't mean like the actual position defense. I mean like, oh shit, we're losing, let me throw an ult and see how many kills I can get. Sometimes the nature of the game just forces you to do that. You're in overtime, you have ultimate, just use it, you know? Just throw it out there. But normally, if you're on defense, use it when your team has resources. Use it when your supports can heal you. Use it when your tanks can shield you. Use it when your team can initiate with you. If you use it when you're dead one person, when you're retreating, when you're doing all these things, it's not good. I would say that Mr. Fantastic's ult is good at making space, but Elsa just came out and fucking destroyed that expectation right out the window. So, honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say when it comes to playing Mr. Fantastic. And I think critique-wise, what you have to learn is just like the matchup, the one-to-one matchup, what I saw. So for example, if Emma's fighting you, she uses the crystal, deny her from attacking the crystal. You know? When you're fighting Gambit, when you're fighting Loki, when you're fighting those kinds of supports who are super fast, you want to use the distended grip when you're right up in their face. That way they don't. That way, should they dash while you have your hand on them already, you pull them back to you. And another thing is when you're fighting somebody like Angela, for example, you always want to use elongation to get to her as quick as possible and bring her down to the ground. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I think otherwise, you know the game, you know the fights. I think the reason why, hard to say. I think right now I think Elsa, it just came out. I don't have a lot of time, so I can't make a judgment on it just yet. And I haven't played competitive yet either. So I don't know what to expect when I fight against an Elsa. But if she can blast me, and then shoot at me, and then dash away from me, and then trap me, and then dash back towards me, and then shoot me again, I might be in trouble. Yeah, no. You want to block the crystal. Yeah, Elsa is a menace, 100%. You know what? Let's take a look at some Elsa gameplay, because I also got a replay code for that. Yes, sir. Hold on. I got a replay code for that. Is it the same one you've given me in the chat? Let me see. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. This is a little bit of a quick match, but let's just see how crazy she is. You know what I mean? Let's just see how crazy she is. I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I am multi-streaming. Go into gameplay. Look, I mean, just look at that. Like a dash, and then it's like, what is this, Ultron? Oh, she's fun. I'm not denying the fun factor here. Yeah, I'm not denying the fun factor here, guys. I'm not taking that away from anybody. But come on. She is strong as fuck right now. I think if anybody is strong to go up against any other DPS, it's always going to be Fanta. Other than Wolverine, Fanta could fight any DPS. So that's why it probably feels like Mr. Fantastic could fight her. You could probably withstand a lot of the crap that she's going to throw at everybody else. Especially if you have the team up. I mean, if you saw my team up video, the way I shut her down when I used that team up. Yeah, exactly. Like Elsa, it's always the player who determines how good a character is. Character could be absolutely broken, and yes, that is a huge leg up in terms of advantage, but ultimately it's the player. You see what I'm saying? You see that combo? Ridiculous. I wish Mr. Fantastic could do that. Like, isn't it you should be terrified when you're in front of a Punisher and he's blasting you. But look at Elsa dashing back, dashing forward. And the range that she has too. Like, the pellets don't spread all that much. Do you see the spread on the pellets right there? That's very tight. That's a tight spread. That's tighter than Blade. Actually, I believe it's hit scan, right? Is it hit scan or is it projectile? I'm pretty sure it's projectile. Hit scan. Let me see Elsa. Double barrel blaster, shotgun projectiles. Okay, so they are projectiles. Damn, the spread is very small. Not like Blade. Yeah, like it's really close to hit scan, which is insane. Oh man, oh! Was that all of them? Oh my god. Hold on, yo, this ultimate is ridiculous, dude. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck are we looking at, dude? Oh my god. Yeah, no. Elsa's ridiculous, dude. In my opinion, it's like fighting a Psylocke while with playing the LOS. Yeah, it's just a shield. Yeah, no. Elsa is like, she's like a Psylocke, but like way more range. And the difference is though, is that Psylocke, for her to deal her burst damage, she has to be close to you. She has to dash. She has to like pull the shuriken back. You know, that one is slower than her actual shot. And yeah, no, it really is like it's insane. Like if you're playing on an open map, you have to be careful. Look at how tantalizing that is. Imagine she had her ultimate again. Everybody would have been kicked off.
Jury, executioner.
And then she has a scatter arrow shot, like Hanzo. Doesn't kill as instantly as that, but like, look at that. Look at that dash. Oh man. Look at that. Look at that dash. Oh my god, look at the movement. What is this, like a arena shooter? Like Quake or something? Look at the way she's moving. That's crazy.
Not one. I'm not about to let them steal away our turf. Got you good.
Actually insane how good she is, dude. And you know what though? I wouldn't mind if she had movement like that. That doesn't bother me. That increases the skill cap or skill ceiling for a character. You're more expressive, you're more like, you could do more, you know, you're able to move around. That's fine. It's just the damage. It's specifically the damage that a lot of people take issue with. And of course, the ultimate, which is the elephant in the room. How many did you get? Is that the whole fucking team? Oh my god. Then you get the rest here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ridiculous, dude. Insane. Insane.
Everything eventually
There it is.
ends.
I just saw.
I'm here to make sure this is not the day that
There it
it
is.
does.
Seconds
Alright,
before
let's
you
go back.
attack. Get ready.
So let's skip a little bit ahead to.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Thanks for the love.
Yeah, we did get walked this round. We could skip this. Go to this one. I also do want to eat. My throat is killing me. There, that's me.
Feeling fantastic.
Breathing gunshot.
Disappear!
Release the Glar chunks! Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Capture now.
What is this game? All four?
Wow, 4 in a row.
Holy shit, dude.
That's
That character.
amazing.
What a fucking
Mission
character.
area is yours.
Got you good.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Poor Hulk, man. Every time he gets buffed, he gets power crept by the DPS.
Breathing gunshot.
Half of the mission area. Keep going.
Damn that damage. Oh my god.
This way.
Ooh.
Thanks for the love.
Huge brute ults.
Render me assistance. Let the devil.
Oh man, that movement.
Enjoy the amplifier.
At least the game ends here.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
You have my full.
Cheers, mate!
Isn't that crazy, guys? What a crazy character, huh? What a crazy character. Okay, guys. I've been live for the better part of... what are we at? 3 hours now? We've been up for 3 hours? Getting... Three hours, yeah, crazy, dude. My throat. Somebody asked for like, oh, the word tutor. And while I remember, would there be an opportunity for Ultron tutoring when you have free time? It's fine. If not, I don't want to pressure for a second. I don't know. I haven't. I said I know I promised afterwards, but I said we'll see. I've been live for 3 hours now. My throat's on fire. It's killing me. But you know what? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me at least bring my food. At least bring my food. Okay, I'm here. I have my food. I have my pizza. I got the hot za. We're not gonna say the other half of that. Okay. Let's talk about the meta, guys. The meta fucking sucks right now. I said this earlier, but on Tuesday I will drop a video. It's gonna be talking about pretty much every issue people have been having with the game. I might even do this. I'm gonna do this tournament, guys. I'm gonna do this tournament. I think it'll be fun to do. Sign-up closes in 5 days. I'll be able to open it. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I'm just gonna end it here. This food is way too good for me to talk over. I appreciate everybody showing up today, showing some love, giving me the VOD reviews. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing up to the stream. Today's stream has been electric. I appreciate everybody coming by. It really means a lot. It really does. But I'm also like accessible on the Discord. So if you ever like want to talk more, if you ever want to do anything like that, just drop by, say, "Hey DJ, what's up? I have some questions on this or this, or are you gonna make a video on that?" Answer is yes, yes, yes. I'll see you guys. See you guys on the next stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys on my Discord. I'll catch you guys later, alright?